Is this the way it's supposed to start?
I told you, I told you, bro. Every week, I'm just gonna randomly pick one of y'all, bro. Straight up.
That's what they want. They want that spawn,
They
bro.
want that spawn,
Look,
bro.
this one.
They want that shot on
Oh,
that spawn, bro.
They
You
want
got to get a
that-
spotlight, a spotlight, if you will.
a spawn light. You gotta get the spawn light on there, bro, for real.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, bro. Thank y'all for being here. Another episode of You Know What It Is. Comic Book Talk with Friends on a Monday night. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 16 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, excuse me, so you're always up to date as to what we got going on over here on the channel. So we got some things we're going to talk about. We're going to have some fun tonight, man. You know, get some shouts out and also some just warm condolences for our guy. You already know Sam Neill. If you haven't already been out there in his zeitgeist, passed away. Such a pillar, staple, not only just, as a human being, but also for pop culture in general. So definitely want to give a shout out to him and, his family. Warm wishes. We'll get into that more, once we get into the actual show. And I'm definitely not by myself. I'm here with the crew, man.
I didn't do nothing. I'm waiting.
No.
You on Zillow, bro?
No, I'm not on Zillow. I'm looking at football news.
He had to show the evidence.
Or,
Man, you showed
bro,
that,
let
man.
me ask you a question.
Like he was Big Tigger.
Brady, you
No,
still?
You funny as hell.
Hey, that joke didn't even match, bro. I just threw the name out there because I knew.
Mr. Prop, please. Mr. Prop. Mr. Prop.
Need a controversy-free show, man. I'm just here just to talk about action figures and comic book stuff.
Oh my God, I love it. Man, that
Yo,
was great.
damn.
Football
Prop.
news, I swear, no track line, no Zillow track lines. I'm good. It's all deleted. I'm fresh starting it. I'm fantastic.
Damn.
Fantastic.
He just throwing shots, bro. Your boy ain't even here to defend himself. That's messed up. Anyway, thank you for being here, bro.
I
As
like that
always,
shirt, though.
man. Yes,
To
sir.
represent.
Yes, sir. Next up, we got V in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, good people? Man, just another Monday. I'm excited to be here. We're gonna be talking X-Men. Last week's episode was just insane, so I can't wait to get into it and hear.
This is
everybody.
episode 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
5.
4.
No, this is 4.
It was 4.
Oh, it's 4?
Yeah. Busy weekend. Had my nephew's turned 10 this weekend, so we were partying all weekend with him and just enjoying the weather. I had a rare whole weekend off, so just celebrated with him. Got to relax, catch up on a little bit of reading. I'm still way behind, but I'm doing my best to catch up. And happy to be here now. We got a lot to dig into. There's a lot of X-Men news, Marvel news, Doomsday news. Man, it's always something. But yes, as you said, shout out and rest in peace, Sam Neill. That is somebody who everybody around our age grew up with.
That's so
His
sad.
movies mean so much to so many people, especially Jurassic Park. Because when I think of Jurassic Park, I think of magic, and everybody involved in the film has a special place in our hearts. So it's a sad day indeed for an icon. Because when you look up his resume, that man was killing it in the early '90s. Man, he was all over the place putting in work. And as a horror fan too, man, Event Horizon, Mouth of Madness,
Yeah,
he'll be missed. So yeah, looking forward to getting into all the topics that we got on the slate tonight. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
What's the one he did with Ethan Hawke, man? The vampire one.
Oh yeah.
Is it Daylight? No, what was it called? Something.
Man, that was good too.
Drawing a
Bro.
blank on- Yeah,
I
I remember that one. But yeah, he
That was
had
dope.
a nice little horror run. It was
Yeah,
it was all
yeah.
clever films too. None of them really. So all of them had a nice concept. Oh, Daybreakers.
Daybreaker.
Daybreaker.
Yeah.
Breaker.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Daybreakers, man. So definitely, man, appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you for being here, brother. Next up, we got Brother Boomer.
Bum,
Dean.
bum, 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 bum. Now tell me what you gonna do when ain't no way to run. Just because of you, just because of you. Gotta sing one out for my nigga.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
I remember as a young, wee little y'all lad, used to watch those movies, those Jurassic Park movies. And my favorite part was the shaking of them. One was them eating the Jello in the cafeteria, and then two was the shaking of the water cup. I always waited for those two moments in that movie or those movies.
Yeah.
So I'm always super thankful for the cast and everybody that put those movies together, because they were a large reason why we got a lot of other stuff. And also they were kind of like the tech in that movie is like a grandchild to Star Wars in a way. If you know, you know. So like there's really cool stuff that's happened that was there, and really sad to hear the news. And please, if you are a massive fan of Jurassic Park, go watch one of the movies tonight or this week, and in celebration of the life that we were able to share with each other.
Hell
Shit's
yeah,
timeless too, bro. That holds up. Like it could have came out this year.
Oh, Jurassic Park holds up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, bro.
You know why? It's good because good storytelling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even if the effects, I'm not saying the effects slipped, but even if it did, it was good storytelling.
Bro,
I feel
Spielberg-
like sometimes
a lot
like
of
the
Spielberg
effects
stuff
can
is like
just
that.
be dated, you know? It could just stay there. Like I feel like
Yeah.
Dinosaurs 2000, like that anime like stays
Right.
there. But
Yeah.
like
Here's
Toy Story,
Spielberg. And Michael Bay does it as well too. You know what I mean? His stuff is a little bit more popcorny though. But Spielberg does a good job at mixing digital with reality. That's why it holds up. You know what I'm saying? He knew when to use it where it wasn't corny at that time.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna hold a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Bro, like when they talked about
Classic
it, on, I think it was the Lights and Magic, the documentary, and they talked about Steven Spielberg was like, yeah, I want dinosaurs and I want them to move. And they were like, what? And that technology was still being developed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And bro, like, I remember the trailers for Jurassic Park. Like, they wouldn't show you everything. They only
showed you the foot.
And that's, bro, it was like, we want you to see it on the biggest screen possible. But again, at that time, IMAX wasn't really a thing like that. You know what I mean? So you going to the movies theaters to see it, but still going to the movie theaters to see it and still getting that wow effects when you saw a Bronchosaurus, or you saw basically a Tyrannosaurus, you saw all these things that were walking across the screen like, yo, come on, man, stop playing. Like
and like that was like really, this movie was like almost like a prequel to like Deep Blue Sea, because it gave us one of the greatest fucking scenes of all time with Samuel L. Jackson getting ate in fucking half. Y'all wasn't watching that shit? Like,
yeah, man,
Samuel
I
L.
walked the
Jackson
hell
got
out the
ate
movie
in
theater when
half,
that happened, man.
Fucking shark ate me.
A fucking shark ate me.
Better than the snakes in the plane scene.
Bro,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was terrible too.
Bro,
There's too many snakes.
You know what? And that's a good example, because I loved Deep Blue Sea when it came out, dog. I thought it was so dope.
Yeah, me too.
When you watch it now, it doesn't hold up. I still enjoy it because but that's one of the it doesn't hold up.
Bro,
The sharks don't hold up.
Deepest, bluest, my hat is like a shark's fin, bro. No. Hell no, bro.
We're not talking about
People was trying, like the early 2000s, like people was trying to be way too poetic, bro. Just
that soundtrack was ass. We all know it.
Hey, hold on. It could have been worse, bro.
Shout out L.
Hey, I was gonna say, it could have been worse, bro. You know what? Because Cannabis could have used that against him. You remember when Cannabis dissed them Harlem Boys? It said something
Yeah.
about them being on the back of the Rugrat. Was it Rugrats wagon babbling about nothing? I was like, bro, come on, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Man.
Well, they let LL survive
but he
that
lived,
much,
though.
and then they
man,
got him
he
in
lived, bro.
what was it?
He lived.
H2O. It was like, oh no, you can't go past on this one. Either
Yeah.
H2O was before or after that. I can't remember the sequence.
It was after. It was
Hey,
H2O
after.
was
for the
after
record-
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
LL Cool J is a legend, man. I don't want that dude coming at me, man. That dude is.
He a legend over that song. Yo,
But listen,
The man's got that
working.
CBS money.
He held
survived
grudges,
two horror
Pops. He
movies,
held
bro.
grudges.
He survived two
You
horror
hold
movies.
grudges, bro.
Yeah.
But he survived
As he
two horror
should.
movies.
You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop.
He survived two horror films. The guy give him props for that.
What was the other one? What was the other one?
H2O. H2O.
Oh, it was H2O. I thought that was Buster that was in there. Both of them was
I
in
thought
there.
it was Busta Rhymes too.
No,
Were they both in it?
LL was the sheriff.
Yeah,
He was-
LL was like
Not a security
law
guard.
enforcement, but
I do
I'm not
remember
sure
him
if
being
he
there.
made
Yeah.
it though.
I only seen it once. I can't remember. LL.
He made it.
Oh.
Busta Rhymes got killed in the other Halloween movie, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
with
Truth
the
be told, I only watched it because Jamie Lee Curtis was
He's
in
not
it.
the
That was it.
I only watched it because
Well-
Buster was in it. Buster was super famous at the time.
No. She was in that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Pop
was
was
in
like, Pastor Cavassier.
remember her son. She didn't want her son.
Hey, not that version of Buster, baby. I was the big hat.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
my
yeah.
boys in New York, man. I used to hit my boys up in New York. Yo, I need the
big
gold
hat?
gold nugget fangs. And I need the big hat and the jacket. I didn't even know what to call it. Whatever Busta Rhymes is wearing, I know it's in New York. It's somewhere
I
in New
need
York
it.
City. I need it.
I need it.
I never
need
got. Thank God I never got it, bro. That would have been.
Bro, a lot of the stuff he had, he got customized.
I learned
Yeah.
that recently. Yeah.
Like everything.
Thank
was
God for
custom
YouTube.
that he
We
had
get
on.
more
Yeah,
information
bro.
now. Yeah.
Well, him and Andre, right? Him and Andre. Andre did the same shit.
Yeah.
In his clothes.
See,
Oh
but
no!
yeah,
Well, Andre snapped. Remember, he started dating no girl. Like Andre was a normal
I was
landing.
about to say, everybody went through an
Tommy
arc.
too.
Everybody
Yeah.
dated.
Everybody
Erykah
went
Badu,
through an
bro.
arc with that woman, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
That was when you knew it was going to change you. You just dove in anyway. Just like, all right, I just
Listen,
Hey,
Yeah,
Jay
that's-
Electronica was on the list too, right?
Bro. Yeah.
Oh,
He
he
made
was
the-
the
he
most
made the everybody
successful
look-
of the bunch.
Yeah.
yeah,
How you defining success?
yeah.
The
Children.
weirdest?
Got,
Whoa.
we got to get
Oh,
hey.
right. You right.
Hey.
You right.
You know why he came out successful, bro? Because he's the most inconspicuous ghostwriter of all time, bro. And still
that
killing it
makes
and making money.
sense.
Jay Electronica.
That makes sense.
Bro.
That makes sense. Because
Do
he
you know this
made no
motherfucker
album. He
was,
only dropped,
bro?
like,
Do you know that he was basically
I
a
knew
ghostwriter?
he was writing. I knew he was
He was a
hip-hop.
ghostwriter for half of the rock for Rock Nation, bro. For a long period of time.
Wow.
He was ghostwriting a lot.
But it took him like ages to get his own project out. Right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
If you want to say that, because I feel like I know he dropped one.
But
did he?
yo, well, honestly, bro.
I'm not saying it was on him. It took ages
Bro,
for him
listen.
to get
I
a
don't know if it
project out.
counts if Jay did more than 60% of the fucking album. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he had like so many guest appearances, but the album was dope. I'm not gonna front. I love the album. bro.
Yeah. That's why he had Jay-Z on it.
Yeah, I do love the album, but yeah, man.
You know what? Was it Exhibit C? Nothing lived up. I think I was one of those ones where once I heard that sound, that was the blueprint. I never heard anything else like that from him.
Yeah.
Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted a whole album of that, yo. But that was a whole different time period. By the time his album dropped, hip hop, we were in a different era of hip hop.
Who with Jay Electronica?
Yeah.
He didn't give us no other exhibits, just the one
He
letter.
didn't give. Yeah.
Bro, he
had
slapped
those-
that in the middle of
he had
the
two of them.
mumble rap up epidemic. Like, bro. These kids don't even know who you are.
Yeah, man. He's cool cat, man. I know people are hating on him right now, man. He been messing up at shows. But
Hey, Vinny, remember, bro? Erykah Badu even got the Mark 7, bro. Remember that, bro?
Man.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, this dude dressed up in glasses, wearing hats and everything. Remember that, bro?
Word.
Showing up late.
You
with
tried to call him
shoulder
Mark. He said, "No, it's Markiel the 7th."
pads. Mark, where do you get them furry shoulder pads?
Bro, they had my boy in some furry pants, man.
Bro,
Andre's cool. Hey, Common escaped though. I mean, Common got back to some level of normalcy.
It took Common a while, bro, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he you know. Yeah.
Common was like, "Yo, I can't diss Drake dressed up like that. I gotta go back normal, baby."
Yeah, bro. Erica, she put something on these niggas, bro. Like, had these guys.
Hey, my boy did a diss track against Drake as his return to hip hop. He was like, "Yo, I'm back."
You got that change your life type stuff.
She do, bro. Let's see what we got here real quick, man. We got my man Malika Mabane in the building. I keep saying Malika.
What up?
Thanks for being here, bro. Priest fan, WRNR.
Yeah.
Unique Bro Radio. Thank you for being here, man. We got Force Unleashed in the building. What's going on with you? Thank you for being here, bro. As always,
Force
we got my man
Unleashed.
One Angry Hermits in the building. Thank you for being here.
That's my boy.
I appreciate you. What's going on, man? We got my man Devil Dog in the building. What is good, everybody? How you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. We got Amber May, the Cookie Queen, in the building. Thank you for being here. We definitely appreciate you. Collector's Reign is in the building. Shout out to LL Cool J for surviving.
For real.
He survived it, man.
Mr. Brown ain't been the same since Drez touched it.
Hey, bro.
Got voodoo, bro.
That's true.
Give me just 30 seconds, Leo.
What's up?
When the Touch It song came out, right? We all loved it. And these niggas was
Which one
like,
was touching?
let's put I got you. Let's put every person that's ever existed on the remix. I'm sitting there, I get home fucking 7th grade and shit, and I'm like, is that Mary J. Blige on the remix?
Yeah. Everybody's on that joint.
And then she low-key ripped it.
Yeah.
Dude, I must have been in Japan, bro. I don't remember that one.
That song was fire, bro.
Yeah.
Was it?
Damn near you can see me in the back. There's so many niggas.
The song was dope though. Mary J. Blige's bars was I was surprised to hear her.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, you know what? I started
Bro,
losing
they
bust
had
after the,
whoever wrote
the
or
Janet
if
Jackson,
she
man.
wrote.
I'm extinction level event.
oh no.
Yeah, you was on Krakoa or something. I don't know how you missed that.
I don't listen to no commercialism. Somebody asked me about some R&B songs. I haven't heard it. I'm a Wu-Tang fan.
We got 23 here that said, hello, are you and your friends excited for the Spider-Man brand new day movie? Also, I have a Star Wars question if you don't mind. Ask it.
Hear this.
Definitely. She says, do you and your friends think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? If you watch Maul Shadow Lord, do you think that the pink Twilight Devon will become Darth Talon? She's going to become a version of Darth Talon. I'll say that much. It'd be a version of Darth Talon. The rumor with Keanu Reeves has been going on for like almost 6-7 years.
8 years at least.
They've been pushing that call for like the longest
If
time.
anything, if they get the game going, and if I could see him being a part of the Knights of the Old Republic video game and being the voice there. But as far as live action, I can't see it at the moment.
Hey,
Jedi,
you don't want
Jedi.
You want him to have the fucking mask going.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Braden my son had the nerve to get an attitude with me when I told him Keanu Reeves can't act. I was like, everybody know that boy can't act. He didn't believe me because he grew up on John Wick, so he thinks this dude is like. I'm like, yo,
act,
bro.
That's part of the charm. It's like an inside.
It's part of the charm, though. Yeah. Oh, love his movies. It works.
You know what?
He's this generation's, and I don't want to downplay him because this other guy's kind of a piece of. This other guy's kind of a piece of shit. But I was raised on a lot of his movies as well. But he's an upgraded version of Steven Seagal to me.
Upgraded.
Not that bad.
He that bad.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Upgraded could be a fucking canyon, Grand Canyon, however way you want to put it. But like,
the thing with Keanu is his tone never changes. Whatever movie he's in, he has the same tone.
He's been.
Does it not
he's
sound
been-
like he's fighting? Because Bill and Ted was perfect. Bill and Ted was perfect. I felt
Right.
like when he did Dracula, was Dracula the next one? It was like he was fighting in that Bill and Ted accent.
Listen,
Yeah,
I feel like every movie I watch is like
think with him though. Here's the thing with Keanu, bro. Like, say what you will, but his choices in genre,
He's killed it with
phenomenal.
that.
Phenomenal.
plain and simple.
And
His
he's a
choices
champ.
in genre films, bro. Like he really can.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Matrix,
That's
Bang.
where he becomes. That's where he becomes a chameleon. in
bro.
the sense
Matrix,
Yeah.
Bank, John Wick,
Matrix is banging.
Bank. You know what I mean? Like it was just he's been fortunate enough to get himself involved in genre film.
Well, he champions the stuff too. So don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Good human being outside of acting, but he actually
Yeah.
champions these projects, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And dude, beautiful individual. Good heart. You can tell.
Yeah,
But
we got Logan in the
with all that
building.
being
Thank you
said,
for being
One of
here.
the most beloved human beings.
go watch Bram Stoker's Dracula.
That's
We got
hilarious.
assistant to the regional Seth in the building. Thank you for being here. We've been saying
I'm
that.
just saying,
Erica Badu.
he never turned into that dude's
It
movies
was.
for his acting. We always come in there to see somebody get their ass whooped. Bottom line.
K. Carter in the
shot,
building,
or
man.
killed.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being here, brother, as always. We got my man Darth Malice, Lil Jaw. What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday evening. Oh, is it still Sunday evening over there? Speaking of Revan, anyone picking up that
Yep.
new Revan figure from Side?
Yeah, figure's still available.
Yeah, I have it. I
It's
already have
daylight
it.
savings time somewhere.
It's a
Yeah,
new one?
I have it.
That's
let's see
that's
here.
the one they.
Oh, I already had that.
So, are you and your friends excited for the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie? That kind of Spider-Man pop. What kind of Spider-Man popcorn bucket are you and your friends going to get?
I'm out the popcorn.
Do they
I'm out the
have
game.
it? They have.
Yeah,
Oh,
they got
yeah.
one that looks like his mask. That's the only one I've seen.
Okay.
Oh. They're probably gonna do 4.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the area or my movie theater will get. So it's kind of going to be like a day of thing, whatever they have in there. I'm just going to go for it.
We got you, bro. We got you. He said, "Sorry, the Reverend statue." Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
No,
got you. I got you. Definitely thank you for being here, bro. We do appreciate you. Before we jump in, we got to say what's up to the plate. Of course, where we get our collectibles from, as always. Got to start off with my man, Vince Dunn Art, bro. Again, when he's not out there, know what I'm saying, and I'm a fan of your work and stacking the room. You know what I mean? And literally, he's doing things like this. Shop all original art, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, anime canvas prints, vinyl art, verse glass painting, sketch cover variants, stickers, horror, body page art. Book page, I said body page art. Damn, see, I'm getting, you know what I mean? That's the dark web of Vinny's.
That's how
Vince's
they
not art. Book page art, dude. Game of Thrones, bargain bin, mirror art, original art on Mirror, sketch card, original arts, and everything else. Vinny, you want to let them know anything, man?
Yeah, just to add to that, buy 2 get 1 free sale on 11x14 prints and stickers at all times. Commissions open if there's something that you want that you don't see on the page. All types of cool stuff, different genres. So feel free to peruse all kinds of unique items up for grabs on the site. So feel free to take a look. If there's something you want, just let me know. If there's something you want that you don't see, let me know. And I'll make sure I take care of it. Yeah, man. I made prints of that joint. I had a couple people asked me for if I was going to do a piece for it, and I had time, so I just did some prints of the album cover art.
Hell yeah! Shout out to the whole crew. Michael basically crossed $1 billion, first biopic ever to cross $1 billion. So shout out to them, man.
So
1 billion. Love it.
Definitely, I love it. Definitely was worth
Appreciate
it.
the shout out.
Yeah, definitely was worth it. But make sure that you head on over there as well. Also, we got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. Again, no NRD shipping and handling is reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you are always up to date as to when your figure's going to arrive and new figures being revealed. Create yourself an account because you never know when it might be free shipping or a discount code on the figure choice. And on top of that, he is a distributor for NR, so hit him up. He'll take care of you. Also, we want to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawkwarts Toys. It's Hawkwarts Ray, proud sponsor of everything that we got going on over there at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group and your one-stop shop for all in art collectibles. Nice little care package, comic book stickers, figures, and works. Hit him up, and he got your back. Also, we want to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Module Case, Module Space. If you're looking for a display option, I have the mono. You can get a display option of your choice. Hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you. Also, we definitely got to give a shout out to Tina Cruz, Elder Luvio over there. I can just hear Boomer in my head. Elder Luvio over there on Instagram and Facebook. If you're looking to take your figure experience from here to there, hit her up and she'll definitely take care of you as she always does, man. So yeah, right off the top, man, we definitely got to give a shout out to the one and only Sam Neill. Again, we were talking about this earlier at the top. But yeah, man, like this came at such I didn't even, bro, when I saw it come across my Facebook page this morning, I didn't see it. It was just a picture.
Yeah, I posted
it. And normally when I just see a picture and if it's black and white, I'm like, nah, come on, man. Come on. Nah, stop playing. The man just beat cancer, bro. Like he just beat the cancer diagnosis. And does anybody out there, again, because I want to know the direct, if you don't mind, what did they say the exact cause was? Because that is one part of it that I still don't know. But was it related to the cancer diagnosis, or was it something else? I definitely want to know.
Family said he was cancer-free at time of death.
Okay, so he was cancer-free time of death because I know he had the lymphoma. He was dealing with that. But yeah, definitely free after that. But again, most memorable roles, of course, you already know Jurassic Park, Damon the Omen, which is basically one of my personal favorites. Event Horizon, like the list goes on. Mount Madness, Daybreak, yeah, like definitely, man. This man has a catalog that goes way beyond. But I just, again, man, like it's just hard to believe, that somebody with such a catalog, and listen, we all going someday, but then we all got to go. But then when we basically see, the greats and those who have been, basically part of pop culture, it's just, yeah, it's definitely insane, man. Prop, what's your thoughts about this, man? When you found out, you know what I mean?
Bro, likewise, man. It was surreal. I thought I saw it early this morning before I really woke up, and I don't know if the source was reliable. We're just like, somebody posted something, man. So it definitely hits hard, bro. It's part of the childhood, man. It's crazy. I'm a little bit different because I remember Event Horizon. I don't remember a lot of his movies, to be honest with you, or nothing was as impactful to me as Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. With that being said, it was so impactful that it hit me just off the strength of that movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That movie was so powerful, and his return to the series so important, man. Like, really, he was the heart of it. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Goldblum is one of my favorite people. Not even actors, yo. Like, I really, really enjoy Jeff Goldblum. So the second movie, so he was that. So even with me idolizing him, he was the heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing the interview, like you said, him talking about, I saw something just today, of course, because stuff is flooding out there. Him speaking about the cancer and him saying how he wasn't afraid of death. That I believe he used the word annoying, or that he would be annoyed by it because he has so much to do. You know what I'm saying? So it seems sad that he beat it, but to know that he went through that and had a little bit more time, and he utilized that time, right? Like he didn't come out of that and just sat still. He did some things and was out there. I thought, I find a little solace from that, man. But but absolutely great. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Peaky Blinders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that, man. So you know what? He's always, like I said, that was the most impactful role. But we've seen him around. I've seen him in low budget stuff, bigger stuff. You know what I mean? He's always been around, man. So it's crazy, dog. It's crazy. This is a crazy shot.
It's the Event Horizon, bro. Like
Event Horizon, bro.
Wow, that was a wild movie, bro.
Yeah. Definitely incredible, man. But Jay, what about you, man? What was your thoughts on this, man?
I woke up this morning and saw it, man. I couldn't believe it, bro. I checked Google like 3 times, like, no, it can't be possible, man. And
You know what's funny though, Jay, real quick? I don't want to talk about what we talked about yesterday on the phone, but it was funny that we had that conversation, and then waking up this morning, I was like, "Oh no, man!"
Right.
And I felt like I was being punished for laughing at what we were talking about
From
yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I'm being punished for that, bro. I'm like, but it was funny, bro. Like,
oh man,
yeah,
bro.
you know what I mean?
It
But
was horrible, man, to wake up to this. Like, oh my god,
bro.
Mm.
Hey, it happened in 3, but this is the wrong number 2. This is not the one. Man.
I should laugh at that. Yes, of course.
This is not the one I wanted to go, man.
Yeah,
but,
bro. Yeah,
man, it's so impactful on
Not for nothing. They could have did a better job with number 1, but yeah.
Exactly. But man, him in Jurassic Park, man, just I know him from a bunch of movies, but Jurassic Park was just a staple to me because I'm a dinosaur head too. I love dinosaurs too, whatever. But just to see him on film with reacting to the dinosaurs and his reaction to when what was it the rhinoceros was sick and he went and put his bro, like just I don't know, man. It's just a sad day that this guy is gone, man. And he was a good guy too, outside of movies and stuff like that, man. And just I don't know. It's just a sad thing that he's gone, man. He was so impactful with cinema, and he was doing plays and all kind of stuff. So, dude, this is a hole in Hollywood right now. One of the good ones that's gone, man.
Bro. Like
Peaky Blinders, yo, he was gangster.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember this is almost on the level of what was it, year before last, when James Earl Jones passed.
Oh yeah.
And that hit me, bro. I broke. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. It hit me so hard, bro. It did. And I put people like that because because I'm gonna tell you, like people like John Williams, bro.
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
People like George Lucas.
Don't put that out there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like hell no, bro. Like people like Harrison Ford, bro. People like you know what I mean? When I'm thinking about all these individuals, bro, like it hit me hard, bro. Like when it was James Earl, it hit me hard when even Cicely Tyson, bro. I used to love Cicely Tyson, bro. Like
I'm gonna miss everybody.
Yeah, bro. Like it was just so many people. So when you think about, he's on that Mount Rushmore of some of the greatest of all time, bro. And so I mean, Jurassic Park, the cast that they picked for that film was so stellar, bro.
It's iconic, bro.
Iconic, bro. Like iconic. The girl
that movie changed how films were made.
Yeah.
When it comes to special effects and everything out, that was a big movie, man.
Hey, Spielberg, son.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what he does, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He picks. He knows how to pick. Man, he picks actors because they look interesting, sound interesting.
Right.
He's got. There's a thing to it. Hey, I would say this, man. Our era is a little bit different I believe. No, that's not true. Because let me give you this example. Cab Calloway worked all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Don Rickles worked all the way to the end.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
That happens more with us in our
Mickey
era. Like some of
Rooney.
the people you're naming, like James Earl
Yeah.
Jones,
Yeah.
we can see there was a year before he did a voice for such and such.
Yeah.
He did.
Interview. You know what I mean? So it's like some of these people, because John Wayne, you got some actors from the era before ours where there was a break. I don't know, like movie stars didn't stay. Like Burt Reynolds wasn't as famous. Like I was explaining to my wife and my son, like how big this guy was at one point. And
Yeah,
yes,
and
he
then
still
the end,
acted. You know, he was still
Yeah.
out there, but
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds was not as, he wasn't the superstar. Like it was years and years that passed when he wasn't, you know.
His
as
last
top-
one
like-
was what? Longest Yard, right? Was his last movie?
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Longest Yard, which was a big, you know, that was big.
That was
Yeah.
a big thing. I feel
Yeah,
like
that
that
was
was, as a younger individual, knowing of Burt Reynolds and then
Right.
arriving at that movie, it was like,
And then come
oh,
back.
it's that
Yeah.
guy, it's the guy.
100%.
It's like, you know, so
100%.
that's how my generation probably caught on to it. If
Right.
it wasn't Longest Yard, then it was, you know, some, you know,
Bro.
their parents
And
putting them
Run.
on,
You
taking
know-
them
you
to
know
movies,
what-
stuff like that.
You know what one of my favorite Burt Reynolds films of all times is, bro? It's a
Which one?
it's a classic, but hardly anybody would know about it.
Little Whorehouse in Texas.
No,
Which one?
Sharky's Machine, bro.
Mm,
Remember Sharky's Machine, bro?
yeah.
Because, bro, it was Sharky, bro. Remember he was a like, he was a cop.
Mm.
He was like a cop detective, bro. Sharky's, yo,
Cannonball Run.
One
Little
Angry
Whorehouse.
Hermit. Tell me you remember Sharky's Machine.
Oh yeah, Boogie Nights.
Somebody has to remember
Yeah.
Sharky's Machine, bro. If you
Boogie Nights.
do not remember,
Longest Yard.
he said that was his gritty era. Yep, Sharky's Machine, bro, was
I
one of
gotta
the
look that up. I watched
dopest,
it.
bro.
Dude, was
if
that
you
the one?
because he in Sharky's Machine, he got his fingers cut off. He got a couple of his fingers removed. But you got to watch the movie. Like it was, bro. The movie was so fucking. It was classic. It was dope. It was gritty. Yes, he said. Yes. I remember it. You already know. Sharky's Machine was so dope.
Oh yeah, that was
bro.
his gritty era. Yep.
Mhm.
Wasn't he in Dirty Dozen too, right?
Nah, he wasn't in Dirty Dozen.
Nah.
He wasn't in Dirty Dozen.
Smokey and the Bandit, of course. We
I know that Cannonball Run, Smokey and the Bandit,
Cannonball Run, yep.
Longest Yard, the original
Yeah.
Longest Yard.
Boogie Nights. One Angry Hermit
Boogie
did. Yeah, he was in Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Boogie
Um,
Nights, yeah.
What's
He
the
had-
one? No, that wasn't him. That wasn't him with BJ McKay. That wasn't him.
Yeah.
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 But Sam Neill, bro, will just stand the test of time of one of the greatest
Yeah.
of all times, bro. Like, you know, just the simple fact that he, you know, even still, regardless of what you think about the Jurassic Park film that he was in, the last one that he was in, it was still
Bro,
good to see all of them.
I loved it.
I love
Yo,
that film too, bro.
I had that conversation. I'm hearing people. I don't
Yeah.
hear the average person say those movies are bad. Like I felt like
Bro.
I've seen critics say.
I loved
But when
all
I
of
talk
them.
to people, they were all enjoying.
Bro,
I mean,
even
there's some better than others, but
Yeah.
yeah.
they're
I love
entertained. When do we get back to movies just being entertaining, bro?
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're either good or bad based off
The
was
problem
it
That's
entertaining?
when we start gatekeeping content and letting motherfuckers who are just grifting off of fucking content just
yeah.
be the voice of reason. that's
That's
when
it,
we
man.
can get back to that.
That Jurassic
was-
Park joint, and as you pointed out, that was all iconic and kept it fresh in my mind. That's what's making me think he worked to the, that was a
Yeah.
few years back, but it's like, man, he did another Jurassic Park. Everybody got back together, and it was an event for us. It was an
That's
event.
right, Prop. Those scenes are so iconic that I
Yeah.
can just like haphazardly, horrendously explain it, and you guys will still be able to get a mind's eye view of it.
Right.
But you know what's crazy too? Even the last one with Scarlett Johansson, I love that one too, right?
I gotta
But
watch
they
that one. I haven't watched that one yet.
they still shout out Dr. Grant. And he wasn't even in it.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Right.
still shouted him out. He's been mentioned in every Jurassic Park film, all of them. They either mention his name.
He was the heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? You
He
had the
was the
thing with
heart
the
of that
kids.
franchise.
Yeah.
As well as
Him
the
and-
dinosaurs, his job, dude. It was just beautiful.
Yeah. Him and like you said, Prop, I definitely agree. Like, bro, Jeff Goldblum is the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Bro. I'm
I
sorry.
love him to death, bro.
Bro, did you see? So, Prop, did you see? And it was a documentary on Disney Plus.
And they took it off. Yeah.
Did they take it off?
So you talking about
It's
the little
on?
kid? It was almost like a family joint. I used to watch it with my daughter, where he would like explain, break down, like the making of Steve. Dude, that was one of the first things that went when Disney took a bunch of their Willow and all that stuff off. They took that off because they got to keep paying the actors.
Was it one where he was going to different places? Remember,
Yes.
he went and he was with us. They was teaching him how to walk cool and shit like that. He was like,
yeah.
remember that one? Bro,
That was that whole series, bro.
Bro,
They
it
took
was
it
a whole
off, dog.
series, and I cannot fucking believe they took it off, bro.
Yeah, man.
This shit was so dope.
They can't pay. Man, it was so good. And it was something, it was so family. For us, you could watch it. It didn't feel a little kiddish, but it was teaching something. And it was just, and that dude, it feels like if you meet him, he would be, yo, I just posted a joint the other day. Y'all seen that? Man, I always forget his name, but it's a black kid that's been playing. He plays the piano. They call him the Black Beethoven. Young.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw that? Jeff Goldblum. So they've been posting all these. Yeah, they have all these videos where he just does a pop up. He'll be at a mall. He'll be somewhere. People are surrounding him. They got one where Jeff Goldblum is doing his
Standing
weird
right there
dancing.
the whole time.
Yeah, man. I was like, bro, how cool is that, yo? How cool is that?
Give it up for the maestro, and he asked his name, and he told him his name. Yeah.
Dog. But that whole, like you said, that whole cast, man.
Jeff is that dude, bro. He is. He's just really down to earth. But the entire cast, bro. Even this girl now, like if you see her now, she's older, and she was talking about like her experience. She was talking about that today. Just so many people, bro. Like it was a stellar cast, bro. So when you remember him, and here's the thing: is like it has to feel good that when you're an actor of his caliber to be remembered for your body work, but notably for something that was basically something that really broke the mold, but it just changed how we view films. It was a litmus test for special effects, the way we started seeing them later, bro.
Right. Well, that was a precursor to the prequels, which visual effects was fresh there, but I mean just the fact that George Lucas made that jump from we can do this. If I'm not mistaken, Photoshop came out of that process. Right? ILM. That Photoshop actually came out of that process of them creating this stuff, man. So
they used Dreamweaver and all that stuff during that time.
Right. Yeah. Bro, it was groundbreaking, man. And it was an event, man. Like we rarely have it because we still have them now. Like there's certain movies that were an event. Again, having young children and loved ones, as we all do, is cool now. The thing that's been coolest to me is explaining to them how big something is, because they can like something. They grew up with Jaws. They grew up with Jurassic Park. But then it's like, okay, now y'all love these movies. Now just imagine that we never saw. Remember when the actors, when they saw the dinosaurs out in the wild for the first time, that was the first time we saw.
Yeah.
We shared that reaction with.
Right.
They were blown. And we were, you know what I mean? Like when I think about it, dude, the T-Rex and all that stuff is the cool stuff. But that first scene, as peaceful as it was still like, oh my, like I had never seen anything like that. You know what I mean?
You had never, them getting out that Jeep, bro, and seeing, and here's the thing, bro. The most beautiful part about that opening scene is not just the scene, but it's the slow build of John Williams soundtrack.
And the camera too.
So if you weren't emotional during that scene, bro, oh my god, bro, it was everything. Seeing that for the first time on the big and Vinny, you know where I saw this movie at for the first time, bro? Colonial Commons when Colonial Commons was dead, bro.
I probably seen Harrisburg East.
You saw it at Harrisburg. I saw it at the Commons, bro.
Yeah, it's so iconic, and it like you said, John Williams helped it so much too. And this was also still a time where I think we also touched on this earlier, where the reveal was really close to the chest. Like, we didn't have the brontosauruses in the trailer, so when they pulled up in that Jeep, we all had, everyone in theater had kind of like the same reaction, and with them losing their shit. And the cool part was, for us, it was like cool dinosaurs, but what Sam really got across through his performance was that he had dedicated his life to bones of these fucking things. And here he's seeing them back alive. And he understands it on such a complex level that no one else really considered. Like, he is, he understands how dangerous they were during their time, how beautiful creatures they were at the time, and he respected them. And and when everybody else had dollar signs in their eyes, it's like he had, this
just
different
the appreciation for nature.
Like this different level of relationship with them. And then they twist that into like metaphors about life and children and passing things on, and how when we the future, and there's all these like little subtle elements that you can take and watch it. It's just like a popcorn flick. Watch it and pull all the symbolism out of it. And I think his performance is the reason for that. Like, because Goldblum had the funny one-liners and everybody had, but like he was the heart and soul of the film, emotionally tying you to how important the relationship between nature and mankind was, and how much it needed to be respected, which is why it was so complex, because he was probably more excited to see them back in reality than anyone, but at the same time he realized they didn't belong here no more.
Or like you said, it was like that means his extinction, his whole job, his whole life is digging this stuff up, and now so
like, what's the point?
Which was a cool aspect, and that was the honesty of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But that was the honesty of it, because it was like he was still excited.
It was, and then I think that like along the way, he brought that like kind of authenticity to that he from Mouth to Madness, even Peaky Blinders, because this motherfucker, I grew up,
he's mean as hell,
like you said, just loving this man. Like, this was like like an uncle, right? And Peaky Blinders, you hated that motherfucker. That was just a vile,
totally different dude,
bro. That was
bro.
That was a no good dirty bad but Peaky Blinders is such a phenomenal. So I've been telling anybody who listens to go watch Peaky Blinders for years now.
I gotta hop back in, bro.
Is one of the reasons why Killian is the man throughout the whole show. But him on the other side of Sam is they play off each other so well, and I think Sam just brings that like he don't mail shit in everything. He puts like his all into those roles, and I think that is why a lot of us grew up just having such a connection to his films and his roles and his character, because it just always felt like he cared and poured that into his role. So man, like Jurassic Park is, and also it like it's no accident that it's also because of dinosaurs, because most of us grew up, that was one of the first things that we liked or were into, you know what I mean? All kids like dinosaurs, and then some grow out of it more than others, but I loves dinosaurs when they kids. That movie, no matter how old you are, it makes you feel like a kid again every time. And so
some of y'all motherfuckers still collect them.
Bro.
That shit ain't never going away. It's forever. Dino for life.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Like
X got me, bro. He has me to print him a 1/16 scale T-Rex. So imagine, this is a week ago.
And
I've got the body. I think I showed Jay, dog. The head is like the size of my head. So I couldn't get it 1/6 scale. It's not 1/6 scale. It's probably 1
1/3.
It ain't quite 1/6. It's probably 1/10, maybe
Nah, it's big.
What?
Probably about
1/8, maybe. Yeah.
A 1/12 or something like that. 1/12 scale.
X think is 1/12. X think is
Okay.
1/12. I think it's a little big. But I told him it don't matter if it's 1/12. I did put a NECA figure in the mouth. It does look 1/12ish.
Yeah,
But
that's
regardless,
dope.
it's like, bro, you're gonna need space. Like, this ain't something you're gonna be able to sit on the shelf.
Pause.
There's a few in there.
Double pause.
Yeah,
What did I
pause.
say? Yeah. Thank you, Vinny. I'll be
'Cause you
putting words
did.
in there to make sure. What I
did.
say?
I just let it rock. Sometimes some people don't let it rock. So that, I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh,
bro.
he said. Okay.
Yeah. I was quiet. I just counted them silently.
Yeah, pause. Yeah.
Don't count it silently, leave it live, baby.
Yeah,
Call it
pause,
out.
bro.
Stop it.
Had to say pause real quick. You know.
If you don't pause me down, somebody go and pause me on the rewatch.
Anyway, man,
Graphic pause.
got to give our condolences to Sam Neill.
Yeah, man.
And his family. Never be forgotten. Definitely. I'm gonna probably go to sleep watching Jurassic Park tonight.
Yeah, it was popping on tonight, man. Yo.
Yeah, just pop it on, bro. But definitely pause if I said anything in the
Popping on. Yeah.
Yeah, I just even it's just risky, bro. So I got to pause myself.
It's getting there.
You know what I mean. We got, you know what I mean.
We need to go the Ghostface route. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
He's like, yo, that skit on his
I can't say
album.
nothing.
Bro, that skit is the funniest shit ever. It is. But all right, so I'm gonna move into this, man, real quick. Can any of you guys literally tell me who this is?
That's the new Batman.
Yeah, but where did he come from? I am not familiar with any of this man's body of work. I just know that
Michael Keaton was unknown before Batman.
That's the and that's
that ain't
here's
true.
the thing.
I'm just
but here's the thing.
Slapstick.
That nigga was Mr. Mom. You lying your ass off.
He was
He was testing y'all.
That was a test. I
Bro,
can't let you feel
His
that
name
one.
in Hollywood.
but
Christopher Reeves, though.
So this guy, you know, is Tom Brittany. That's his name.
Oh,
I'm not familiar with his
Brittany,
work.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with his work, but apparently, there's interest in him basically playing Bruce Wayne. And this was off of a statement that was made, or put it this way, fun fact, which I didn't know, is do you know that he auditioned and almost got Superman, but Corn Sweat got it over him.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So Corn Sweat got it over him, and now, you know, what someone took was an interview that James Gunn had, like I think it was last year or something like that, a while ago, and was talking about this and how he's been waiting to, you know, work with this guy. Like he wants to work with him. He's like, you know, he's phenomenal. He was just, you know, pretty much just singing his praises. And people believe now that he is the person that has already possibly been cast as Batman, and they're just waiting to make that announcement. What they're saying we probably get. Well, here's the thing, though. We're not going to get it as SDCC because DC's not going to be there. But yeah, so apparently this guy's in the running from Bruce Wayne. I haven't seen his body of work. I don't know what where he comes from. But I mean, if he's an unknown, I would rather them grab an unknown than somebody that, you know, pretty much. I would rather see that, you know, an unknown come in and just carry the role.
All right, boys, we've got one mixed movie and one dud. Time to fucking bring out the Batman. Fucking DEFCON 6.
Yeah.
That not been paused.
Dude, they better not mess up my Batman series though.
I feel like that's where we're headed, and like it's just like, man, just get it out, bro. Like if it is what it is, like I'm just like you starting to like I'm starting to get tired. we ain't even really got into it. I'm getting tired of the obvious like alley-oops not being dunked and the obvious like passes not being made and the home runs or the singles being hit. Like it's kind of just weird, but maybe I'm just a little like spoiled because you know the home team. I couldn't imagine them doing shit like that. Although they've made their missteps, they would never do no shit
I know
like
you ain't talking
this.
about Marvel. You talking about Marvel?
They wouldn't do shit like this.
Yo,
Come on
they
now.
said they about to hire the
Marvel would do some shit like a Supergirl or a Superman and not make their Trinity first. Like, come on.
Nah.
Come on. That's no. I'm hearing a lot. Okay. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's befuddling a little bit. It is frustrating because I am putting a lot of hope into this. Not only just for my own vested interest, but like I do want to see like the other side of the comic universe.
Bro,
There's stories being told and depicted on screen. Go ahead, Prop.
It's a wrap, yo. Yeah, y'all know I like James Gunn, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not. I'm not even telling you it's looking bad. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be. I think it's a wrap, yo. I think you're gonna let them make that last little movie.
Yeah, and that's partly where my frustration lies.
Dope.
Is that any like sane person can look at what's happening right now and say like, where's their momentum?
Yeah.
Where's their like, yeah, but
exactly.
Where's their but? Is it Superman? It's just Superman? Is there but for all of this so far?
And here's the thing, is that you've got to just like it would be okay for the record we got Bruce Wayne up there. It is a good idea. It's a proven thing to have an unknown player character, to have a fresh whatever. You know what I'm saying? People forget Ben Affleck got crapped on all the way up until the warehouse scene. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the first photo. When they showed a photo for us comic book fans, all it took was the photo. But Ben Affleck got it, bro. He got it. And people don't remember. People did not like. And that's because he had a name. He had already did Daredevil. He was known for the Good Will Hunting dude or whatever else he had did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People didn't react to it. And that's because he was known before that. Now he proved himself, but it was a little bit slack. So I get, again, famously Christopher Reeve. I played in some movies, but Christopher Reeve was unknown when he played Superman. So you were able to believe he could fly, right? When you hear Richard Donner talk about it. When I'm starting to think that now these movies have that, right? Because Zack Snyder had already did Watchmen. He had already did a movie that was divisive. He did the Owl movie, which I loved. The Guardian of Gaul, whatever that movie. I say I love it. I don't remember the name of it. I got it in 3D. Beautiful movie. I love it. Nobody went to go see it. He had made movies that weren't good prior to that. He didn't go in fresh. You know what I'm saying? He already came in with eyes on him. James Gunn is definitely that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, the fact that we're in a place where it's a Snyder versus Gunn universe is where we're at. I got a friend of mine, a very, very close friend of mine, who sends me videos, hate videos about Gunn like every day, 3 or 4 times a day if he could. All the time. Text messages, everything. But we've gotten to that point where it's almost like you need a fresh director. Like we need somebody fresh. And I think even if we drop a movie that's good now, you're not going to be able to get rid of the James Gunn-ness of it. You know what I'm saying?
There's a stench that's forming that I just don't know.
We're
past the point of Febreze. We're past the point. Like we need like sage and incense at this point.
Right. Because you got Matt Reeves as contrast. I love the Matt Reeves Batman. That's my concern with James Gunn. Don't let Matt Reeves do his thing. But to use that in contrast, there's people that like that movie and there's people that don't. That feels healthy. You know what I mean? The people that don't like that movie can speak directly to what it is. It ain't, Matt Reeves is whack. It's just, man, I don't want my Batman looking like this. Or I didn't like, you had a little bit of the Twilight thing. Again, he wasn't the unknown. But for the most part, obviously more people liked it than hated it. And the people that hated it didn't feel toxic. It just felt like they genuinely like, damn, this ain't my Batman. You know what I'm saying? Whereas then now, bro, people were hating on some of these movies before it even dropped, right? That's where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at right now, dog. So I think,
bro, look what they're doing on the Odyssey right now. That's a totally different discussion, but
oh my Lord, bro.
Yeah, that's a totally.
But
here's the thing, Jay.
That's not going to win though. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I want y'all to look at when y'all get a chance tonight later on, and this is what surprised me. But he killed it, bro. Watch John Campia's video about the Odyssey and the hate, bro. It's one of the dopest. It's one of the dopest videos he's ever done. Literally
on the Odyssey.
Yes.
About the hate.
No, about the hate.
The hate. Oh, okay,
you gotta watch that video, bro. And he did such a great job. I watched it the other day. I was like, yo, I gotta commend him. He broke it down, bro. He was getting at the haters. And there was no rebuttal because they can't rebuttal with that, bro. It was facts. So with this, here's the thing. Now, mind you, as we speak, now there's certain states, and they've gotten there's a commission up right now against Paramount. The Paramount version.
I just read that.
You read that? So yeah, they put that video out today. What's the name? There was a couple people, the actors that were talking about it today, that they got the numbers. Now they have to move forward. But yeah, they're trying to petition. They're about to kill that deal. They're going to try to kill that deal. And for the people that were saying like it's already done, it's not done yet.
Nah, it's not done yet.
It's not done yet. They haven't. The merger has not happened. No, it hasn't happened. And even actually is over there, especially over there. The Ellisons must be stopped. Definitely, especially over there in Great Britain. They're petitioning as well.
We're getting ready to put a bill out to tax the billionaires. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on in the next couple of months.
They've had freaking town halls about this Paramount deal like across the nation. It's crazy.
This guy might have called me.
Unfortunately.
This guy might have called me a hard ER if we were ever in the same room. But man, Teddy Roosevelt be rolling in his grave right now with all this shit. God damn.
Yeah.
He like, man, you ever see when they broke the old man's TV? And he walked in the room because they was pranking him, and his grandchildren like fake like they broke his TV. Old grandpa walk in there like, man, what the fuck y'all doing? God.
Yeah.
That's Teddy Roosevelt right now.
Bro, you know what y'all should watch too on HBO? Larry, what's this? Larry. But you watch that?
I watch every episode, bro. I'm a Curb Your Enthusiasm dude. So
me too. I'm a Curb Your Enthusiasm guy,
man.
bro.
Curb is one of the greatest comedies of all time.
It's one of the greatest comedies of all time. But this shit is almost it's as funny, bro. But they do
dog.
Yeah.
And they're nonstop on the they own it, dog. You saw the last role of Rob Reiner, who I didn't recognize him.
Rob Reiner?
I didn't recognize him in the show. Like
Nobody
they even pieced him out at the end. And
that's
I was like, oh, that's nice that they pieced him out.
Yeah.
I did not know that was him until they showed him cutting his beard and stuff.
Yeah,
for the role.
He passed away.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, man. Good show.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rob Reiner is the GOAT, bro. But what do y'all think? Again, not knowing this person's body of work, as somebody said earlier, which I agree with. You don't know who it is? Sounds like a good Batman to me. Because you don't know who it is. But
yeah.
Definitely. we have to basically see. But what do y'all now? And again, like I don't want to count and say that this
Thank you,
isn't
Dr.
going to
Malik.
get through at all. 12 states. Sorry, yeah, definitely 12 states. I'm not going to basically say that it won't get through and that he won't be able to do it because I think I think they will. And this merger hasn't happened yet. But like I said, if everything goes well and this movie does happen,
yeah.
What do y'all think
Now
about
you picked this picture?
Huh?
You picked this picture? Because that dope photo of Batman is just not doing this actor any justice, bro.
This is the picture that's up on. If you see it right now, this is some of the pictures
you can't lie and say he's not giving you some hints of Bruce Wayne.
He ain't got no shoulders. I mean,
I ain't saying he ain't giving full hints of Bruce Wayne, but I can see it.
Yeah, he could be Bruce Wayne's car salesman. Wayne.
He looked like he would be a good Twilight vampire.
If they said, "Oh, this is going to be Dick Grayson in the upcoming Batman film," I'd be like, "Oh yeah, 100%." But like for Batman, I'm like, I see it 100. I can see it.
Dude, I watched a scene today. I'm gonna put this out here. One of my students. One of the assignments is they have to pick a scene and write the script for that scene. Write that scene out, right? In script format. So it's a little bit of cheat. So they're not writing the script from scratch.
I already know what scene I got. Go ahead, finish.
Bro, they did Gamora. Is it Gamora from Guardians?
Yes.
I'm horrible at names. When he plays the music for it, puts the headphone. I was just what beautiful scene. The scenery is dope. Mm-hmm. If that dude does a Batman movie, I can see it. If we get some level of that, dog, because that's what I'm worried about. If they make this movie, man, I'm really. And again, I'm saying this, bro. I ain't hating. I'm probably one of the few people that like that second Suicide Squad. Man, that thing with the starfish was. I laughed my ass off in the movie theater. I loved it. It was phenomenal. I laughed my butt off, bro. It was a giant starfish. Yo, how can you hate this? But
sorrow, yeah.
Batman, though.
that whole part felt like once we got there, I was like, oh man, this is the sausage party part of the movie. We was just on a whole other fucking level.
Well, I think that's why I laughed, bro, because it wasn't like they were
so absurd.
Trying to trick you. They weren't trying to trick you into thinking it was cool. I mean, they actually did a pause. It had his name, if I remember correctly, had his name show up on the bottom of the screen. Like, obviously, they knew what they were doing. Batman can't. This poor guy. He's gonna grow. His heart's gonna grow 3 times one day, and I promise he's gonna be a different person. But damn, son,
you don't see it.
I can't see it, and here's the weight of it. Like, we're all comic book fans, so it feels normal to us. I feel like at times, I'm not even gonna say at times. I think I'm more of a movie guy than I am comic book. I got into comic books because of movies. You've got a hard job to do. So I'm not saying it's impossible at all, but you have a hard job to do to make a Batman that fits into this superhero world. And Snyder already found a way to do it. Mind you, but even in that world, man, Snyder's superheroes were so godlike. Mm-hmm. I say Snyder barely convinced me. Barely convinced me. He convinced me that, yo, if your mother's name is the same as mine, then there's a chance. That's all he convinced me.
Oh, bro, in 26, whenever that shit came out,
yeah,
and when everybody went to the theater and came back, all I heard, now not just saying that this was the discourse, all I heard was people making fun of that, laughing at that shit, like those movies from what I remember were critically panned. I mean, like, just in terms of how people came out of the theater and were telling me and what I was perceiving. Not saying that this is what's reality. This is just around what my reality was and what I'm perceiving. it's like
And
I'm being
go.
told like these movies are the worst things ever made. I had to
Right,
really
right.
grow. I had to mature and then really take a look at it and say, "Oh, they weren't that bad." But the
Oh yeah.
reception and what I was perceiving, it was telling me a completely different
Right, right,
message.
right. And so that's the hard task. You know, you still have to make it too long. It's got to be. It's got to be right. And these people that's doing the movies now haven't convinced me that he's good at this particular kind of thing. You know what I mean? Now he's good at making these unknowns something. You know what I mean? You can convince me that a polka dot man can survive in this world for most of the movie. But can you convince me that? So that's the task ahead. You got to have a director or a filmmaker who's got that grand task to convince not just me, because again, we're comic book heads. We've seen it in the comic book, but introducing it to a world who's only seen these Batman movies, a very, very grounded Batman. In fact, the most popular, the most successful of them. Well, all of them were successful, but the Dark Knight trilogy being what the beast this was all rooted in it being super grounded. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
now you got to convince us that this guy can go toe to toe with Superman, and or that the Justice League would need this guy with them. So that's the
Yeah,
and that's the world that
how do you portray a gods and monsters Batman? You know,
right,
and I
right, right.
thought that Snyder did it the way that is I don't want to use stereotypical or basic as a way to like discredit it. It would
Mm,
be the route that most people would take with the character that you're given, right?
right.
Oh, he uses
The
his
armor.
intellect to create a fucking armor that
Mm,
insulates him, protects him, and allows him to be able to be even more effective when it comes to
yeah,
combat. Right? That
exactly.
makes the most sense as opposed to Batman harboring some deal with some fucking entity out there and giving him powers and strength to be able to overcome his challenges. That's not Bruce Wayne, that's not Batman.
It's not
So
Batman,
that
right?
is a definitely an interesting thing that I would like to see whenever this fucking movie gets made and gets
Right,
done and
right, right.
greenlit, how they do that and how that translates and makes it a whole cohesive universe, because this is something we've been kind of thinking about in terms of, I guess, a potentiality since the last universe ended, is what we will see, what type of Batman, what type of mood this universe will kind of present to us. So it's
Right,
still
right.
intriguing at the end of the day, but I'm right now at this point personally, prop. I just like announce the guy. Let's get this momentum, and like you guys
Mm,
need a like unequivocal W. Like Superman mix,
mm,
Supergirl. As
Right.
personally, I was okay with the film, but you
yeah,
know that the way that the film performed. So it's like
yeah,
you need a W. You need a straight up
yeah.
W. Like,
Well,
how
you
do you
remember,
get that?
but will the announcement give you the W? Because even if they do this, we're looking at 2 years, a year and a half or more before we see this Batman
If
or
it's this
Wonder
guy,
Woman
the
or any of these
announcement
other
will
characters
not
on
be a
screen.
W. The announcement will
Unless it's
be
in the
met
movie.
with
Unless
criticism.
right. You know what? And I think about it, they're probably making if they make the announcement now, it's because he's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. If they
Giving
make
at least almost a
any of the
year
announcements now, it's
runway
going to be because of that.
and having people hype. I mean, cool, yes. I feel as though if you need the momentum, go and bring the dude out at Comic Con. Like, yes, like
Mhm.
desperate, but hell, the other people desperate too. So desperate times calls for desperate measures. Whatever the fuck you want to say about it. Like, just do
Mhm.
what you got to do right now to try to get this momentum, because you're running out of shots in the chamber. Like,
Mhm.
yes, we said like, okay, if Gunn goes, cool. Doesn't mean the whole universe goes. Feels like I think we're
That's
all in the
truthful.
same
That's
boat
truthful.
in terms of like, okay, they're just gonna get a new helm to helmet, right? A new captain or whatever. Like, but still, I don't think any of us wants to like see that happen, because we know because we all have work jobs and we know what turnover looks like. And turnover looks
Yeah.
like shit in real life.
Yeah.
I promise you, turnover is the worst fucking thing in real life.
Yeah.
The only thing that helps you get through it is the fact that your job is secure. This is the only way you get through it. If your job is not secure, you're not mentally getting through that for real. It's a hard process. Your job is in the balance, bro.
It's true. Vinny, what you think about this choice, not even knowing about this person, man?
Vinny ain't here.
Oh, he's not?
He is
He
backstage.
been gone.
Vinny, go ahead.
Yo, my bad, y'all. Laptop died. It's
Yeah,
a tough
because you
one.
was in a perpetual like I'm sick of these niggas
I
pose.
can't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just letting. Yeah, go
Y'all
ahead.
hear me?
We hear you now. I hear you personally.
All right, cool.
Not sure about everybody.
Yeah,
Oh, there.
it's an unknown. I'm sure that James seen something in him that we'll find out. If we do find out, I haven't had of all the issues that I have with Gunn so far. Casting hasn't been one of them, so that's a plus to look forward to. However, I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think we get that far, to be honest, because I don't think that Gunn wants to share Batman's. I don't think he's going to go forward with Brave and Bold until Reeves' Batman is done, and I think Reeves is trying to do 3, and it took him like 40 years to do part 2, so God knows when Batman 3 will come out, and then Brave and Bold will come out after that. So we're talking. I mean,
we're talking at least another decade of waiting.
At least another decade, and the cat is 36 already. So the irony that Cavill was too old and they about to have a damn near 50-year-old Batman went by the time Brave and Bold actually drops. It's pretty wild. But I'm not sure what the plan is. It's very frustrating as somebody who wants DC to succeed despite how many issues I have with Gunn in the films that we've got so far. I really want this to succeed because I know how long it's going to take to get that ball rolling and how likely it might be that it might never roll again because the studios are very, very fickle.
This is going to sting, Vinny.
It's going.
Because I'm just thinking, bro, like they
yo,
wasted a Dr. Fate appearance, dog.
They
they did, yo.
I don't know.
I'm not even a DC guy, and they wasted a Dr. Fate appearance.
With a good actor, yo. Chris Brown's my boy.
I hate that. I hate that he didn't prove all of us wrong yet because it just I hate being right about what's going on with this DCU because it really feels like there's just a lot of random and bad decisions that aren't anything other than interesting. And we all know these films and these plans have to be more than just interesting and niche. Like it works with comic book sales, like here's a quirky idea, that's cool, that's a good read. But when it comes to your live action, a movie that you need the whole country to go see or be interested in, this not what's going on right now. And it's just we've heard the Green Lantern rumors, we've heard the Jimmy Olsen news, and it's like everything that's coming out is just more bad, and like to say they need to win is an understatement. And the frustrating thing is I the last thing I want is for just Batman and Batman movies to be the only thing like it was for most of my childhood, where it was just Superman for a minute, then just Batman movies. I always wanted to see a big fleshed out DC world. However, it's foolish to say that you can do all that and then not have Batman, but then you have Batman over here. It's a really shitty position. And I think that despite the fact that I'm sure Gunn does not want to have a Batman going on while Reeves' Batman is still going on, if you were building a universe that feels so comic booky like Superman and Supergirl does, to not have Batman in the mix until Reeves is done, I feel like it's just a huge mistake because I want the niche characters and stories too, but to build to pretend you can build those up and then worry about the Trinity later is foolish. I mean, we got
See,
all
they're
the way
not. They're,
we got all the
it
way to
is.
Justice League
This
versus
is the problem when you got somebody that has their shit going on, and you hire this dude to come in and oversee all of that shit, except for what that dude's doing, because
Yeah.
that dude is doing something that is like
you
it's
got
on its own
Making-
side.
hold on,
Making
you got
money.
all the way to Justice League versus Darkseid, and then you pull that away and you start over, and then you can't be mad at the fans for expecting that we're going to try to ramp up to that. And
Yeah.
but here is Supergirl, and here is Clayface, and here is Jimmy Olsen, and here is this, that, and the third, and all these things aren't leading us back to what we're expecting.
I'd be 100% down for these things if it's just there's other stuff situated, there's other stuff explained, and there's there's a foundation for all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
I agree with that.
The Iron Mans, the Captain Americas give us the intrigue to want to check out Guardians, right? The Black Panthers, the Spider-Mans, they give us the intrigue to check out, even though it was trash, Internals, right? Like you have to do these things, the tentpole stuff, to set up the good faith in order for people to say, you know what, I'll check it out because all the other stuff is good. I'll check it out.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's kind of how we have come to understand of how it's successfully done, I guess, quote unquote, or at least the successful I guess examples that we have. That's what they've done. And so that's kind of really burned a lot of people in terms of they're not even going the way that it just seems like like I said earlier, an alley-oop, a slam dunk. Like it's just a literally single shot to the corner. Like it's very simple in terms of coming from a lot of people's minds and perspectives on it. So the decisions
problem
have
is you
been really
you
jarring
have-
for a lot of people.
but he paints himself as this like deep cut comic book guy, and his strength is the D-listers, the people that people don't know, and that's
Right.
his wheelhouse. That's where he has fun. That's his pocket, right? But he's thinking as a creative instead of a studio head. So
Right.
if Foggy's
This
favorite
is why you
character
got
was
two
fucking-
heads.
if Foggy's favorite character was fucking Speedball, it does not mean we need a Speedball movie as
Oh,
a fucking
God.
second one, right? So it's like you can have your niche, your fun, your quirkiness, but you can't fucking lead with that and then be surprised
Yes.
that everyone don't follow you.
Anybody that tried to make a movie about the Authority before Wonder Woman, I don't trust completely with a franchise.
And now,
Well, that idea was scrapped anyway,
Your
so that's not
quirkiness
going to
is the
happen.
sauce.
Glad.
Your
glad
quirkiness is the
you got
condiments. Your quirkiness is the fucking onions, the relish. It is not the burger.
Right,
It's not the chicken.
bro.
But it's not the
You
turkey.
trying to make an Authority movie before Wonder Woman?
Well, here's the thing, bro, because James Gunn, here's the thing, bro. And I want to say this because I actually like James Gunn. I do. I like the guy, bro. But you can't. That formula that you had was with Marvel was built off of a foundation that was already successful.
Yeah.
So it was free game to basically play around with traditional characters or
Fucking
D-listers
D-list
or
Marvel
C-listers,
characters.
whatever.
That,
You can play with those because, again, it was already established that they knew where they were going and people were already riding that wave. So he already had an alley-oop to do whatever he needed. DC is in a perilous state right now. DC is in a space where right now they need a win because, again, you hyped Superman up. Superman was good, but it was met with even certain mixed reviews. Supergirl, I'm sorry, bro. For you to do that was a misstep. And now, and everything was riding and they had already said everything was riding on Superman being a good film. It did what it had to do for that moment, but you can't follow it up with this. But I actually, after seeing this, I firmly believe what they should have did, honestly, is that she should have been just a backup character in another Superman film before you can actually test the waters and give her own film. Because the last time we saw her was in a daggone. It was a
TV show.
No, it was a post credit scene.
Yeah,
somewhat of a post credit scene.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't introduce that and then use this storyline and then think it's going to work with the same formula. DC is struggling right now, bro. They need a win, so you can't play around with this shit. The Trinity should have been the start, point blank. The Trinity needed to be the start.
Better.
Yeah,
even if you didn't make the movies, bro, if you just announced who they're going to be, I'll miss you. I know we're talking a lot, but shout out to my man CMB Brock 1 with the $5 bomb. Do y'all think WB jumped the gun, all pun intended, with trying to do another big universe so soon, or is it just it is what it is? What do you guys think?
It is what it is.
It was too soon.
It is what it is. I think it was too soon, but right now, because of all the damage that's being done by this leadership, it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, but I love Snyder, but the leadership under Snyder was whack, bro. Horrific human being.
I think that's just a symptom of.
All made more money in this trash.
That's just a symptom of the company that we're dealing with, and that we're unfortunately rooting for because of the legacy that has built all of this. The shit that they're standing on top of since the fucking late 30s, late 20s, damn near. Yeah. This is foundation. These are foundational comics. These all came before the shit that's fucking on the other team.
Yeah.
Like,
we should be winning now. The DC should be winning, should have been winning, but because of the leadership that they had.
Or at the very least, Pimp Juice, it at least should have had its own like universe that started and ended that we could all say, man, that was great. Yeah, they're trying to get back to it. But man, we had this one thing from start to finish, and it really was a slow burn. We got all these characters, we got all these different moments. We got to see Green Lantern shine. We got to see Superman shine. Kind of just trying to mirror what we saw in the MCU, right?
They should at least let them finish out what he was doing, because he made all his films made money. There was none of them was a box office. Bomb,
yeah, I don't think, and throughout any of those conversations, maybe 1984, maybe.
84 is trash. 84 is trash. I'll say that.
Maybe that was
no. But listen,
that made money though.
Those movies,
not 84. Not 84.
Y'all keep making
I
that
ain't
mistake.
Saying all of them. I'm just saying 84. Me personally,
84 was trash.
Y'all keep making that mistake, bro. When they're investing that much money, they trying to make $1 billion or better. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in consideration. The reason why they think they can move on is because nobody saw those. It seemed like a lot of people to us, but not enough. If we put $300-400 million in a movie, we're doing it because Marvel just put $300-400 million and they just made $2 billion. Yeah. That's what the expectation is. And then when an Aquaman and a Wonder Woman makes $1 billion, that's it. So let's put it this way. And Aquaman is cool. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but Aquaman is not $1 billion movie. Aquaman made more than Batman v Superman. It made more than Justice League. Aquaman. Yeah. Let that sink in. So I'm not hating. Remember, I love Zack Snyder, but I don't like when people be like, yo, it made money. Yes, it made money. But if I invest this, people don't understand that. That's not how movies work. If I invest this in it, it's because I expect that. Not that I want to make $100 more. Yeah. I want to make, you know what I'm saying? $1,000 more. and they didn't make
Are-
that $1,000
with the
more.
with the amount of
in
money.
terms of clarity,
If
are
you
you
made
saying
more
that
money than what it costs to make the film, you've won.
So the rule
But-
is you take the budget times what? Times 3? You take the budget times 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what, and if it make, and it still got to make, right? So if it made 800, 900 million, 800 million, 700 million, whatever those movies made, right? It's barely that. It's, in fact, it's not that.
So here's the thing, real quick, and I do want to kind
Oh,
of
it's 2.5.
off.
2.5. Charlie Unicorn corrected me.
I want to
2.5
put this,
times the budget.
Yeah, I want to put this. I want to piggyback off of what Prop was saying as well. Yes, the films made money, but they made enough to satisfy what the budget was at that time. Not enough, and which one of the reasons why at the time it took them so long to give Zack Snyder even a chance, because remember, they didn't even want to put that shit in theaters. They put that shit on you know what I mean? So they didn't even put it. So what I'm saying is those movies made money, but they didn't make enough of what the expected amount was. It made what it made, but not as a franchise, because again, they were, even though they were afraid to admit it and they didn't want to admit it, they were riding off of the success of Marvel. They were riding off of the simple fact that it's not basically DC versus Marvel, but it's the genre in its whole. It's a superhero film. So of course, if you go see this shit, you're gonna go actually see this, and that's where it's gonna be. Remember, bro, I remember when Justice League was about to drop, and we went to, it was me, Vinny, and the crew. We went to New York Comic Con, bro. They had both Batmobiles in Times Square, right outside so you can walk up the road and you can see both the Batmobiles there. They put this whole huge display up with the Batmobiles and Bruce Wayne's his own car, like his car. That shit was dope. But they were really putting a lot of money into,
advertising.
The advertising and all
that's what I wanted to ask Prop for clarity, but I think I'm arriving to that, is like what he was saying is that just because they're making the money, we have to look at the fact that they're putting a lot of money into to make that. So that money that what they're showing, that isn't a full on like a revenue that they're bringing in. You have to take a look.
Exactly.
Okay. I get
and
what
the math
going.
is so. What the math is the budget. It's the budget times 2.5.
Yeah.
So it's the budget times 2.5 because the budget does not include the marketing. So like even what Leo's talking about with them having cars, even them doing interviews, the TV ads, that's millions of dollars, right? So that's why they say the 2.5. You got the budget what it costs, and then what the thing, and then you even then, because one of my best friends, we have this argument as well. Even then, if it makes because my friend is like, well, it made $100 million more. Yeah, but they didn't invest $400 million. They didn't pay $400 million to make $100 million. It makes sense to me because I'm poor.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've done a lot less. And listen, I'm not being hard on anybody in the audience. My passion for that comes from my lack of understanding, because I wanted another Amazing Spider-Man 2. I wanted Amazing Spider-Man 3 when it came out.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 made $700-800 million. Why we didn't get another one of those? Well, because the critics didn't like it. Nah, bro. If the money speaks, it didn't make.
They put $80 fucking million trillion dollars into the film, where all them damn actors, all the amazing CGI that's been hard to replicate since then, right? Yeah. We talk about the best swinging Spider-Man like scenes in any live action film. They're all there in fucking Andrew's films. There's a couple there in Toby's, and maybe one or two in Tom's. Like all of that is going there. I can only tell you, Prop, just in terms of you guys are seeing some of this stuff for Brand New Day, but that's always been the case with Spider-Man stuff. The merchandising for movies has always been crazy. So I can only imagine them putting out all that money into the merchandising as well. And the film not doing that well.
So let's factor that in too.
The math's
Let's
not
factor
math.
that. Let's factor that Spider-Man effect, right? So, and James Gunn fit this too. So y'all know I'm not picking on Snyder because James Gunn is the same issue. Superman by himself should make $1 billion. Batman sure the hell should make $1 billion, right? The Bat 89, he didn't make that much, but you know, if you do the math on it now, which is I forgot what the term is, but you got Batman, $1 billion franchise, Superman, $1 billion franchise in the same movie, and we only made $700 million. Does not math to a suit.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't us. That's the reason why we're arguing it. Because
I cannot fill up my
suit.
garage with more Maseratis with that fucking bullshit.
A suit doesn't understand the difference between the first Wonder Woman made $1 billion, 84. A suit don't understand the difference between Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84. The difference that they recognize is, well, that one made $1 billion. And this one that we put straight to HBO didn't get the viewership and or the movie sales to justify its existence. And Aquaman makes $1 billion. Aquaman 2 does not. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the suits. So in other words, there's a different. Now every movie, every sequel loses a little bit of money, but they do look at, well, this movie ain't nowhere near. So that was the issue with Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 lost a lot more money than Amazing Spider-Man 1 and a lot less than a regular Spider-Man 2 did. You know what I'm saying? So all that factored in.
Which is crazy because the first film sported a suit that people went on the internet and bitched about, made
The basketball
videos about.
jump. Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy, right? So it's just, we're having this really great discussion about like budgeting and how the money works.
Yeah.
Because I think that's also like I'm hoping that it's informative for the people that's listening out there.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that
It will be.
it really, you get to, when you're thinking about this stuff, it really does illuminate between the lines the decisions that's being made and the mistakes that are being made because of that.
Made. Yeah. And that's the Supergirl. Supergirl is that, because $600 million wasn't a lot of money, but they were looking at something like Captain America where Superman made $600 million. Hopefully this next movie makes $1 billion. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So even in the gun, it's not, these movies should be getting better. The suit version of better, not our version of better. Suit version of better, which is this made $600 million. It should have built the excitement, so people should be excited to see that S on somebody's chest the next time.
Right, all the suits is gonna be like, okay, who do I need to pay to make the most amount of money at this point? Because at this point, you guys are not making me the money that I wanted to make.
Yeah, they lost.
I lost some money in this.
Yeah.
There's some dude that lives in his mom's basement who's making fun of my investment right the fuck now, and I can't take it.
Yeah,
like, we gotta fix this shit.
Hold on.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Jay, I ain't lost you, is you? My bad, bro. Go. I don't like when you get quiet. I don't like when you get quiet, man. Go.
No. I just hate the gun universe, period. That's why I'm quiet. I hate this whole shit. Nah. I just hate this shit. I don't like this at all. I hate the whole universe. It's whack to me.
I might get on the bandwagon with you, bro.
The whole shit's whack.
It ain't looking too good.
It's not, and that's the thing. It's really not looking too good right now.
It's hard to gather some sort of fucking like positivity. It's like where do you go? The corner gets smaller. It's smaller.
Bro.
It's smaller. The positivity
huge mistake by putting him in charge, bro. I don't know, man. Him and Safran, it just doesn't. It don't compute to me. I don't get excited.
But here's the thing. You know what the crazy part is, Jay? None of this basically falls on Safran because people aren't talking about him.
Yeah,
it's not. All of this basically falls on James Gunn right now, bro. That's where it's at. And again, we know what James Gunn is capable of.
He's the team captain. No matter if he's the coach. He ain't the coach.
Yeah.
He's not the general manager. He's just the team captain, and he's gonna get canned for this shit. And for a lot of reasons that are attributed to how he moves, Lael. There's some things we're like, oh yeah, 100%. We as black folk, we love putting motherfuckers on. Yeah, we hear this talk about like jealousy and crab in the barrel, but like there's a natural thing in our community to always put people on, and I love seeing that through the lens of James Gunn. I'm like, shit. Other communities, I don't hear that as much, or I don't see that as much. So to see that from James Gunn in an industry that is as cutthroat as the movie business is refreshing at first.
Yeah.
But then you start to not get refreshed because you keep seeing those people in different projects, and they're doing the same thing they did in the last project.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes, okay, James, you just wanted this person to do that thing again.
Yeah.
And you just want me to like drink my Sprite and eat my popcorn and ha 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 ha.
Vinny, where do you see Jay? It's funny because Jay is sitting back so far right now, like I told you so. But Vinny, where do you see the current state of, and this is after Supergirl, and because again, here's the thing. Let's look at this lineup real quick, Vinny, because then let me give it to you. Let's look at this lineup. We're talking Clayface, Lanterns. What else is after that?
Man of Tomorrow, then Jimmy Olsen.
Man of Tomorrow.
You should have just stopped at Man of Tomorrow, bro. And I would have been cool and not say Jimmy Olsen. But
Jimmy Olsen's on there?
He is. Where do you think?
Just said Jimmy Schmitz, Jimmy Iovine, hell, nigga, damn. Any Jimmy.
Vinny, in your words, where do you think this is right now, bro? Where do you think we're going? And do you think, because
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. James Gunn had what was his contract? Wait, how many years?
27. It's up next year.
Okay, so it's up next year.
Yeah.
Do you see it? Put it this way: do you see an upswing?
Do I see what?
An upswing.
I see. Do we know when Paramount is supposed to finalize?
I think they're saying either next year. That's the projection.
All right, so
it's still up in the air, bro. Like nobody knows
right now.
Yeah,
that's the factuals. Nobody knows.
I think the only chance Gunn has, I think the only chance we have of what we're seeing now, just continuing like as is if this contract for Paramount goes past past 27 for finalization. Because if it does, then I see Warner Brothers as is extending his contract for like another year or two to avoid an interim head before Paramount comes in and changes it. However, whenever Paramount gets in there, either Gunn will quit or he will be fired. I honestly can't imagine any other scenario, because there's no scenario in which in the lineup that's of what's coming, I can't imagine any of the projects that are already slated reversing or stopping the bleeding, because it just is I don't see it. Two or so TV projects that won't really, even if they're successful, it won't really help offset what's happened. And I just don't see Man of Tomorrow making more than Superman. And I think that they lost a lot of people with Superman. I think that the more of the as much as I have always wanted to see Lex in the kryptonite suit, I don't think that is something that the general public has been dying to see. I think that's something that Superman fans have been dying to see. And once again, as much as it's ironic because James is doing a lot of things for comic book fans, and there's kind of a balance, right? Where like you're supposed to cater to the comic book fans, but then you got to do stuff that's mass and wide appealing, and you could do both. There's stuff that comic book fans want to see that the general movie audience would like to see. A niche version of Supergirl in a book like Woman of Tomorrow is something that is like a catering to comic book fans type of thing without really catering to the general audience that probably would have wanted to see a more hopeful, inspiring version of Supergirl that had a more of a upbeat story than that story, which is pretty depressing. It works as a comic and it works with the art style that Bilkey gave us, but not necessarily as a general audience's option. I don't know that Man of Tomorrow is something that would have been my choice for the third film or fourth if you count Clayface, because I think Clayface does technically come before it, but I think that's going to be like a niche thing that's won't really feel like it's part of the DCU. I don't think that that's going to be like woven in. It's going to be something that I guess helps set up the Batman universe.
Superman like sizzle?
A second, it doesn't make sense in the Superman universe. It's kind of helps set up the Batman universe, and then all the Batman fans know that the DCU Batman ain't coming for years and years. So I don't know how much excitement that people are going to have for that, because Clayface is another character that not every Batman. I mean, it's the Sony formula once again. Without you're doing a Batman villain without Batman, and
right.
Clayface is like Morbius, where it's a character that is really cool, could be a really good movie, but I feel like it's going to get shit on. And Clayface without Batman is just such a mistake. Like that doesn't work. You gotta like I wanted to see Clayface versus Batman in a movie, so to do it to set up for like when you eventually do it down the line, when you haven't even introduced your Batman of that universe yet, it's fucking insane to me. It's just insane. I don't know what they're thinking of these decisions. It just feels like they're just throwing shit at the wall. I don't think that there is a chance that Gunn contract is renewed if Paramount's deal ink dries by 27. I think the only chance is that it's extended through Warner Brothers for like maybe a year, so that way he can transition, keep the everything in place until Paramount comes in. But there's no way Paramount comes in and doesn't try to clean up this mess. And it's so frustrating because they might not just put in a new head. They might just say, no, like the studio idea is not it. We'll just run everything. And
I mean, worse yet, they could actually be like, well, James Gunn, we think you're not getting the right direction from the people up there that we like. They might just say, let's just migrate them. Like,
well, I want to point out that Paramount. I want to point out that Paramount is not running their own studio all that well.
No, because they're not like. This is kind of like the plus when it comes to like Netflix. When it comes to that deal, is that they had a lot more in place to be able to understand the infrastructure and to be able to have gotten it done. Where Paramount doesn't really, from what I've been explained to, is Paramount doesn't have its own like movie like department. Like, they're trying to do this so that basically WB becomes their movie department.
So they have the studios and stuff,
So they just, they don't really, they're not necessarily in that space like that, right? Where they have their own studios, like you just said. Like, that's to my understanding.
Hypothetically, if Paramount comes in and be like, look, keep going. We don't have anything. We don't got anything better better solutions. So just keep going. I don't see a win coming for DC for like a long time, and I don't know whether it be Warner Brothers or Paramount or whatever. They don't even have anything on the lineup.
We should be getting a Flash movie or a Green Lantern movie now.
Even with Marvel, when they were struggling, it was just like, all right, if we could just hang on until they get to Kang Dynasty, or if we could just hang on to there's no that for them.
Well. Marvel had a longer track record too, so their margin of error. You know what I'm saying? It's like 10 years of good movies is not going to be destroyed by proof. It's not going to be destroyed by the missteps. Whereas in their
See,
world
that's
building,
the thing. They have goodwill. You have to like it's the act of
yeah,
generating
yeah.
goodwill to be able to cash in on it. Like if you're in the negative, nigga, you cannot buy McDonald's. You
Yeah,
can't.
I think that. Yeah, that sounded good.
I'm just
They're
saying, like
they're
your
they're
accounts in the negative. You can't buy anything,
they're already talking
That's
even the
about
cheapest
the
shit out there.
possibility of, or not even the possibility that if this merger is inherited, there's going to be a lot of layoffs, bro, because
oh
they
for sure,
inherited a
for
lot
sure.
of debt, like literally a lot of debt.
Oh,
For
it's gonna
sure.
be a lot of Craigs, a lot of
Hmm.
niggas building clubhouses with boxes and shit, getting fired on their day off. Best
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah. So it's going to be kind of hard. I want to move on from this though, because we spent a lot of time on this. We just got to kind of wait. In the interest of time, I do want to bump over to this here. Let me kind of get in there really quick, so we can have this discussion. Of course, yeah. So we had X-Men 97. Um, uh, they, you can tell, say what you will about Bo DeMaio.
He did his
Man can
homework.
write his ass off, bro.
He did his homework. He did his
Meat
homework.
Man, shout out to Meat Man.
Bro, he writes his ass
Meat Man,
off,
yeah, that's
bro.
me.
Like he did such an incredible job. And here's the thing, because they are adopting what we're actually seeing. Like they're adopting, even though the writing credits may be different, like he's still an added writer, but there's other writers there as well, because they have kind of tweaked some things. But
Yeah, we gonna see season 3.
him.
We gonna see if y'all niggas got it in season 3. All right, shout out to Bo though for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
We gonna
because
see
he's
whatever they came up with. If it's as good as his shit, if it's not, we are going to be able to tell right off the bat.
Yeah, because his shit, like right now, you can tell that his writing was all through this. And again, what I love what they're doing is, even though we know just clearly from the comics that they're taking certain stories, and kind of blending it into the 97 formula, we can see things that, and I like the simple fact that even with Apocalypse's his backstory, they're still adapting the concept of how he got his powers. You know, the simple fact that he did actually get it from Harrison the Judge, one of the Eternals. I mean, one of the Celestials. And also, I hope though that they touch on the simple fact that, again, the power that was given also comes with a caveat. Like, again, they're going to come back and take him. They're going to collect him. You know what I mean? So, but they probably won't get there. And I know a lot of people. Oops, my dad. I know a lot of people are looking at this. Here's the thing. I don't want to shoot something down, but I think people need to pump the brakes slightly when you're talking about Onslaught. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Because that's a whole different problem. And we are just now touching on the whole Apocalypse situation. That Onslaught is a totally different problem. So you already have 2 beastly characters that require a lot of storytelling. So you can't, I would pump the brakes on that. It's not something that necessarily, just for the sake of conversation, I know there's always speculations, it's not something that I want to see right now, because where they're going right now is a slow build to where they're going. I want them to continue in this particular space. And I love the seed that has been planted and what King, or King the Conqueror, what he actually said before he left, an external problem, and who he was talking to at that
answer
point.
this for me, bro, because I'm just so curious.
Yeah,
Because this is a line I need to go and read.
Yeah,
I know because the events kind of solve a lot of other stuff. Do we see Rachel Summers? Do we get to that in this X-Men 97 experience?
well, we already see it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. So
the
yeah, okay, I already got my answer. My question answered then. Yeah, okay,
she was already there. Like we put it this way: we see her, and we know who she is when she exposed herself.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
The characters don't, as of yet, because the only person that actually seen her was Storm.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to do like a Storm's mother thing. I thought that was going to be the reveal or something like that, like somebody who's related to her.
Nah,
but that's okay. That's
Mother Haskani is Rachel Summers, and that's who she is and who she's been, and she's technically and was responsible for helping tutor her brother at that point.
She looks just like Cable.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's so that's what they're
but it's the darker skin throwing me off. I think that's what it is. It's kind of like the brown, more mahogany skin kind of throwing you off just a little bit there. But really, really intrigued. I love what they're doing there. It almost are doing here. It almost feels like it's not necessarily going to be like the same experience as reading the comic books, but I think it will be like a mosaic of the comic books to the point where it's like, you have a youngin or you have somebody that you're like, that's into it. It's like, okay, go read these books first and then watch the show, and it's gonna like the whole experience is gonna tie everything together. And you can start from the early 90s all the way up to these seasons of the show. So,
bro, I love the simple fact that they show Saber Noor his that he was already he was a beast alone. He was already unstoppable at that point. But once he became, the only thing that I didn't like, bro, and this is a nitpicky thing to me. It's a nitpicky thing to me. I did not like the voice change, bro. They went from the African dialect, like this, the African, like this, the African dialect of him changing from that to Apocalypse, and they switched the voice. So they switched actors at that particular point. I'm like, come on, y'all should have just kept it the same. But this is a little
keeping it to sound like the original because he was in the old cartoon.
Well, the original actor who played, I think he passed.
Right. But I mean, they kept with that same.
They kept with that same, So I get that and I understand. I just wish they would have kept with that dialect, but it was still dope.
Purposes. That's why they changed the voice. He changed to Apocalypse from
the most hilarious fucking part of the episode was seeing Kang and him dipping the fuck out of there when he knows that fucking timeline was cooked. He was like, I will see y'all next time in another timeline. Peace, niggas. Because that is Kang.
But he
to
also
like,
before he left, he left a bit of knowledge for the girl.
Yeah.
That's really Apocalypse's shorty. Later on in the comics, but that's his girl. That's the only one that ever got through to him that he ended up marrying in the comics. So hopefully she'll use what he said. Maybe Bo, maybe they wrote it in like that. Maybe I don't know, but
maybe they might make it tragic based on what we know of his end, where it's like she's trying to save him and he still gets took anyway, even though he makes that bend back, morally. And they might try to make it like operatic or tragic in that sense. So who knows what they're trying to pull there. But
Genesis, she's a beast too, bro. Like her powers are crazy too, but like she's the one that got him to find love for the first time. He never experienced it before, so he marries her in the comics at some point. But
who, Genesis?
Yeah, but I like how before Kang left,
he dipped. He said external. Yeah, he said it's an external. It's going to be an
Mm-hmm.
external. So that's where he's planting the seed of where she's going to go.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was dope. I did that.
But bro, but before he dipped, he's like, oh, so he is going to. Oh, y'all can't handle it. It ain't gonna happen to me, no. Peace.
Yeah. Y'all about to let him out. All right.
When when you said about the Onslaught thing, I don't know, man. Xavier did save his consciousness. I did see that. He peeped that. He saved him. He saved his. He's there. He's inside Xavier's brain. It's already there.
Yeah, but why would you? Okay, I get that.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Here's the difficult part is it's there. We know that that's would and could happen, but why would you bring it in here? Because it's not going to make the right sense.
Yeah,
I know it's too early.
His powers have rarely gotten that type of context in the show like that. So they would have to do some whole. It would be the show would be like exposition trying to explain how that even happened.
You got to think before his assassination attempt at the UN by this guy. You know, he was almost dead. He was gone with the Shi'ar for almost a year, so he was gone. You know what I'm saying? But he's back in the game. He's been in Egypt now for at least 6 months with them fighting and everything else. So he's been using his powers. So he's probably back, almost peak Charles.
Oh yeah. That's a good argument to make. That that the fact that he's out in the field he's utilizing shit that he hadn't been utilizing just overseeing X-Men.
To see your best friend. Still your best friend, almost get obliterated. If you can try to save him, which he did, he saved his consciousness in his mind. He saved it. So Magnus is still around in Charles's head. He saved him, but it's a little early for the Onslaught door to be open. But
that's fucked up. Why did you even put this shit on the screen, man?
Yeah, bro. So I got my Magnus shirt on,
bro. This is Vinny. This is Vinny at Artist Alley for every digital.
Oh yeah, obliterating them.
I'll be telling them you'll always be a monster, and those digital artists be like, but I will always be.
Yeah.
Yo, the Onslaught thing is
deal with your failure.
Onslaught was set up in the end of season 1, and they could even tweak it where it was also initiated here. But really, Onslaught was set up in the end of season 1. But that is a ticking time bomb thing. That is not instant. When Magneto's consciousness went to Xavier in the comics, it was unbeknownst to Xavier, and it took a while to manifest. So they set that up, but that's a long con. That's a long play. So that's something that they can touch on.
They can It doesn't have to be like
it's not instant. When he mind wiped Magneto in the comics, it wasn't like, oh boom, here's the Onslaught like scenarios right here. It took a while, but it manifested, and then Xavier and then Magneto's consciousness like eventually took over Xavier. So that was a long drawn out thing. So it's perfect that it even happened in season 1 because it lets you forget about it kind of. So that way now he's gone, and then it lets it creep, and then eventually when Xavier starts doing weird shit like being slightly evil and shit, it'll grow and grow. But this even throws people off the scent because Magneto didn't go out at that moment with Wolverine. They saved it for Apocalypse to show you how strong Apocalypse is. And one of the beautiful things for X-Men fans is even in the comics, we get many stories telling you how amazing and crazy Apocalypse is, but it's always like so. Anyway, here's Magneto story again. Even in the comics, it's downplayed. I mean, Apocalypse has been one of the main guys forever, but it's always like he's so OP that they have to like do some hand wavy magic to get around it and then go back to business as usual and just kind of like have Apocalypse not want to do shit because if he wanted to, he could be a not even just Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men. He could take them all on at once if he really wanted to.
Yeah, so, in the future, Vinny, I would like to. Obviously, we know that MCU is going to try to do some sort of remix of that. I would like for the writer to try to find a way in which the heroes can defeat someone like this without having to travel back in time to like nip them. You know, obviously, you know, it screams shades of Thanos, Endgame, or shit, you know, any other fucking game or movie that has utilized going back into time to kill a stronger foe or an overpowered foe. I would like to see how they could kind of work that in.
Which sucks because that was the only chance that they've had. That was the whole Apocalypse thing. You go back in time or you go in the future to fight them. So Apocalypse.
So you seeing that is like you burned up your overpowered guy. Go back in time to beat him. Chance or ticket.
One of the reasons I hate fucking cherry picking that studios do with comics because they're like, oh, that's a cool idea, and then you burn yourself ever being able to use that fucking story again, and they do it all the fucking time, and then when it comes time to actually use more elements of that story that they've already cherry picked, it's like now they kind of come up with some other fucking catalyst because they already burnt through the perfect catalyst that would have explained it before. And they had that problem with X-Men Apocalypse when they tried him in the movie. Because at the beginning of that movie, that motherfucker was as OP as it gets. By the end of the movie, he's a glorified 3D printer.
Yeah. That movie sucked, bro.
Yeah. But and that's what I'm saying. Like when you're cherry picking stories, especially important stories, it's like not only are you're limiting what could be told, but then other characters that are featured in that story. You know what I mean? So you can't really bring them in and have it make sense. It's like you never know what happened to those particular characters in that story, and you're kind of glossing over it. So it's not going to make sense the next time we see that character. You're like, well, wait a minute. I know what originally happened when you introduced this character with it. So it's that's what I'm saying. Like Onslaught wouldn't be my choice in what they bring in going. If anything, take this. I would actually say like, I would rather you basically take this and utilize it more with Executioner Song. Or
I think Onslaught's too big, right? I mean,
it's too big, bro.
You got to bring in Fantastic Four. You got to bring in Avengers. It has too many ramifications. Take them out, really the crux of why Onslaught's story, Onslaught had some really questionable writing. Yeah. People remember it fondly because of the ripple effects and how it affected other characters and other teams, more so than how it affected the X-Men themselves. The shitty part is everything from Onslaught to Apocalypse to Sinister, all the shit that we're seeing now. Bloomer, it's a moot point. We ain't gonna see this in fucking live action.
Yeah,
this is your bone. This is here you go. Shut up. Be happy. You're getting it here. When they go to do live action, it's gonna be their own totally idea.
Different.
Well, that's part of the game because they gotta like try to make something that they can attach their names to. Like I get that. We've had this conversation and part of it is like I understand they can't copy it one for one. Mm-hmm. And what's the point of copying one for one? You have the fucking comic book in your house.
Right, but this isn't one, but it's still paying homage to that source material. They won't even do this. But they won't even do this. They'll call it
right. Yeah, I think that's the more accurate way to go.
If they did an Apocalypse movie, they would call it Age of Apocalypse, but we don't have none of this shit.
Yeah, they. So it's like it's only that in name,
right?
Not as in like structure or even the experience that you get from the story that is being told.
It's too complicated for live
Man,
action.
you know what the movie should do? Along the lines
Yeah.
of what you're saying now, Vinny, about the complicated. It'd be cool if you were to do an Age of Apocalypse. If you were to take any of the storylines to do it over 3 movies, that's what I think they should do. But they won't do that because they're in a rush to move. But some of these stories, like that, would be a dope trilogy right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
But they
if
won't do that because it's
things
about
happen for
moving.
them the way they want to, that pressure wouldn't have to be.
Yeah.
They could get back to that pocket
Well,
where it felt like
right.
they were making things that made sense to them, that they had a plan with, and it's still like, yeah, you can have your problems with it, but this is clear as day, and you can be entertained, and it does enough to honor the comic material that we all press on forward, and it's in our Rolodex at that point.
Yeah.
You know, so like to me, I see this and I'm like, you guys know now this is the stuff that we like when it comes to the X-Men. So I'm not taking it in the sense of like, yes, the industry has shown it. So I'm not up there yet where it's just the disappointments mount to the point where it's just like, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm still at the point where I'm like, you guys are now doing well enough to do the show. You see how well the show is. You see the reception is. So now you make the mistake. It's full hubris. It's even worse than the mistakes you could have made back in Phase 5 or whatever when you were doing those shows, like doing those movies and those shows. Like the mistake is even worse, and the stakes are even bigger. Like now, when it comes to especially X-Men, like got to get it right. Like you can't bullshit. Yeah, do your own thing. We know you're gonna do your own thing. Better be good. Or like there's no.
I think that there. You know what though? We talk about this, but they're definitely still in better shape than they are with DC, bro. It is because
100%.
I think because of the mistakes that are made, they're allowing Marvel to look at it and say, okay, now we know, and engage the fan. They've been engaging the fans for the longest time, and this has definitely been a plan, but we just don't know. Like, I just now found this out, and I guess because I didn't look at the material, but I did see somebody on social media, like on YouTube, I did see a thumbnail where somebody was talking about Magneto cast. So I guess, but you know, that's clickbait. But the rumor is now.
I don't know. There's a lot of trades talking about
Magneto.
So they're saying that Adam Driver is
Magneto
is cast or is being looked at.
It's unconfirmed.
It's unconfirmed.
Right. But
they're saying that he is. Now here's the thing. I will say, Adam Driver is a fine actor, bro. He is. He's a fine actor, bro. And if they got him to play it as powerful as he is as a character, as an actor, bro, if he can do it and pull it off and get it right, I'm all in.
You need stage actors, because we had this conversation on Friday, Lael. You need stage actors to play Professor X and Eric or Magnus.
And that's what he is.
You need stage actors. The dramatism and the presence has to come from those two men. As the leaders of the Brotherhood and the X-Men, respectively.
But who do we get to play Xavier if he is?
Patrick Wilson is the person that's been rumored that will play Xavier.
Patrick Wilson. Who's Patrick Wilson?
He was Ocean Master in Aquaman. He was the Conjuring movies. That cat.
Oh, he was. Wow, that's different. Whoa, he's a good actor too. That's different.
Good actor.
Yeah.
Oh,
those Conjuring movies, man.
And he's young enough for it to grow.
Have you seen this motherfucker in fucking Cape Fear on Apple TV? That
So-
fucking show is dope.
That would be good.
If
That would
those
be
are
good.
true, that's a hell of a combo.
That's a hell
Yeah.
of a combo, bro.
It really starts with the nucleus of those two, and
Oh shit.
if those two have gravitas or gravitas, however way you
Oh,
want to say it,
Because think
Um,
about Patrick.
they
It's
carry.
like he's intelligent, but he also kind of soft a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And like he has that demeanor about him where he's not. Whereas, and then look at Adam Driver, where he's intelligent, but he also has that uncontrolled rage.
That rage and that power, bro. And he is Jewish, so it makes sense.
So
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen it done. I'm very interested to see how Hollywood would do another Holocaust scene.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see, especially in this climate.
Well, I mean,
So
that's
I'm very
biblical too.
interested
With
to
it.
see if that will be how they
Well,
go.
it happened. It's a part of history. No matter what climate it is, it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
I know.
But how do
I'm
you
just
justify
saying,
the
like,
age
But-
difference in the
yeah.
time?
But
Yeah.
see, with Marvel, and here's the thing, bro, we got to understand, even with them and what they do, is they're not going to just drop into a backstory. We're not just going to actually we didn't get that with Spider-Man. We definitely, we got somewhat of that with the Fantastic Four, but we didn't get a whole complete. It was just dipped in the very beginning.
I feel like they might breadcrumb it with.
I think they're not going to say that they necessarily skip it, but we know Marvel's about that story has already been told.
I
They
think
trying to
that
get that
probably. I think that would probably be the best way to do it in terms of Professor X and Eric is to breadcrumb it so that those things are revealed as the Brotherhood and the X-Men are formed, and that is something that kind of like is a through line through all of those experiences, as opposed to just boom boom and then here we go. I think I'd much rather would have that that type of energy focused on the mutants that we are presented, that comes across, and then that we discover. So there's a lot of stuff that can be done when it comes to the X-Men live action. With X-Men 97, I'm just super excited to get more of a show that I thoroughly enjoyed as a child growing up, to see it continue, but not only continue, but to continue to engender itself to even more fans. It's really awesome, and I hope that I'm not sure if they are wanting to see if an X-Force show could be made, an X-Factor show could be made, an X-Man show could be made, an Excalibur show could be made. I'm not sure if that's the process of which they would like to go with it. But just here and experiencing this mutant story, I've been all in for, and I knew at the end of last week's episode, I knew that really we're in the middle of something really special. So, eat it up, take all the time you can with it, because this is something that we don't get often when it comes to animation and storytelling, and let alone when it comes to everybody's favorite group in Marvel's, outside of probably Fantastic Four and the X-Men.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I think, like I said, I mean, where this show basically goes for now, are we gonna? This isn't like a mid-season here, is it?
No.
Like, are we still getting another episode this Wednesday?
Yeah, it's still going on.
Okay, because I hope they don't try to pull that. You know what I mean?
I think we're going to maybe the first or second week of August, and then we're done.
Okay. Yeah. This bro.
I don't know when the next multi-episode week is, though. I gotta go back and look at that graphic again they posted a few weeks ago.
Bro, like motherfuckers was like, yo, why did y'all listen to Bishop? Why didn't y'all just listen to Bishop? He was trying to tell y'all this shit like, yo, we got to go. We got to go now. Like, y'all, what do you mean?
I think that's the for me personally is the beauty of watching the X-Men or reading the X-Men, the whole group trying to logically place themselves through a situation and navigate it. Because oftentimes, you know, it's a superhero story, so you're in the frame of like, okay, they're in the process of solving it, but sometimes you'll get those moments where it's just like, oh, you guys are, it's just human hubris. You guys, it's just hubris for you guys to think that this was going to work the way that you did. And I think that we saw a good chunk of that this episode of just thinking they could solve it, thinking they can fix it, thinking we have the power to fix it. In every situation we can fix it. And it's just like sometimes you got to take your lickings. You gotta go home. You gotta take your lickings. But Bishop knew it already. It's like, this is my job is to get you guys back, and you guys are sitting here trying to rationalize with a fucking monster that's incubating.
Yeah,
like we gotta go, bro.
We gotta go. We gotta go. I don't know what y'all think. What y'all thinking?
He did turn. You know what? I thought about Game of Thrones when he turned, bro. It was like super quick, yo. Like super duper quick. Apocalypse, man.
Yeah.
Like it was like, nah, son, I'm about to burn
Bro,
the
he
whole
was getting his power directly from that celestial stone, like direct.
Yeah.
I did.
I mean, even before that, like right before he, you know what I'm saying? When he found out everything, it was just like, God, like he had turned into a different person before he got the power. Before
he like this little nugget right here, bro. I love this nugget.
Because Ball died.
Nah, when he was on the ground grunting, I was like, that's a different nigga right there. Don't even call him whatever you calling him.
This thing right
whole
here,
name gone.
Bro, this scene right here was hilarious, dog.
It
was funny
snuck up on him.
He smelled Captain America from like 2 blocks away, and then she came up on him, and she told Captain America to be quiet, like trying to play a joke on Logan, and she got him too. Like, yo, you didn't sense her at all.
I didn't see that. I didn't see her do that. She did that.
And she snuck up right behind him.
Well, I saw her sneak up. I didn't tell her to tell.
Yeah. And it's dope, bro. I like that scene.
And so we already know that he's basically going in to get the X-Force. Of course. He's going to
wait. Hold on 1 second. Are you saying like the Red Room completely scrubs, like in the comic, the Red Room is just scrubbing these women of scent? Like you can't even smell her?
No.
Well, hold on. Help me understand what the fuck you just said.
He wasn't paying attention.
He just wasn't paying
attention, baby.
Oh,
he wasn't paying attention to her at that moment.
She used Captain America to sneak up
as a distraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Yeah, that's more Natasha then.
But
like, look at him.
But we're not even saying in the moment that he didn't know she was there. He probably did, but he was still focused on Cap in the moment. Mm-hmm. It's not that he didn't actually, because again, you don't underestimate his scent. He knows these individuals. It's just a simple fact that, again, with Cap, he's had history with him for over 50 years.
They fought together.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And with Natasha, it's like,
he know his real name. He know his government name.
I'm gonna let you think you slid past, but
right.
Logan, bro. He ain't no slouch. You know what I mean?
Bro, but when she jumped up and when she told him to shush, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, bro. I love this nugget, bro. Funny. But see, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, if they're talking about and they're saying that the MCU after Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be reboot. This is the type of Natasha that I want
I would love to see this,
bro.
I would love to see this. Yeah,
I want to see this version of Natasha, not the reserved, and I want to see because she's ruthless as fuck, bro. When she needs to be, you know what I mean. And this is the version that I want to see. She's master of arms, bro. She's definitely trained not just in the Red Room, but also with Cap, with so many individuals, bro. Like she is lethal as hell. Yes. I want to see that version, bro. Like that's the version that I want
yeah,
to see.
whoever takes it on, I need like it's got to be like a Charlize Theron type. Like she really loves doing action films, action type of gal. Probably got a lot of experience with just doing like stunt choreography and stuff like that. Yeah, I am very interested to see what these newer iterations of these characters could be like, when these companies are going to have to inevitably reboot their universes to make more money for the newer generation. So
Need more money, more money.
more money. Well, all right, we drained your wallet dry. Let's go ahead and try your next generation's wallet. So like that's what they'll be doing. So I'm curious to see how that will be. But this was a very pleasant surprise at the end of the already emotional and tense episode to kind of end here is also like, okay, damn. Like this episode really felt like some of these movies really try to get that type of like feeling. That
and then you forget. The thing is, and the reason why I like that they did this is that you forget that the version of Wolverine we saw in the first couple of episodes was a more thorough version, but not for this time. It was a time displaced version. You know what I mean? So then when we see him here, you get a better idea of, okay, now we know now we know what they're setting up.
Right, his group went back, right?
His group went back. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
They went back first. So
they not as hard headed as the other motherfuckers.
Exactly. It's like, nah, we out. You know what I mean? So
these guys saw the street light come on. They went back to the crib. The other motherfuckers, the street light is on, blazing. There's moths all over the shit. They like 5 more minutes, mom.
But see, with Wolverine's group, they defeated the Apocalypse of Wolverine's group. They beat him. Yeah, because he left to go back to 97.
Yeah,
they kind of defeated him in that battle, but he left.
Yeah.
So they won their side. They won their version.
Yeah, they're even kind of course correcting with Nathan and Cable as well, in a sense.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the simple fact that they're kind of course correcting with that. Like, oh, we got this wrong. Let's go back and fix this.
Right.
And let this happen.
One team led by Scott and one team led by Magneto. So of course, one team kind of did it by the books, and the other one didn't.
Right.
And Scott but this is what I'm saying, bro. I need that battle hardened, war torn Scott Summers on screen.
We're getting it. We're getting it this we're gonna get it this season.
Yeah, he talking about live action.
Live action.
Oh, live action. Oh yeah.
I need that. Yeah. I need that. I need them to focus on Scott. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna piss a couple people off in the chat, but I don't care. I'm tired of them focusing on Wolverine, bro. We need to move beyond that. Yeah, I want him there.
I think Wolverine is. I think in this newer iteration of Wolverine, I think hear me out here. If it's a really good actor, right, that we all can get behind, but has the fucking slimmest amount of fucking time, where we're like fucking it almost gets to a point where like you craving want to see him, but he's such a fucking loner. He's always dipped out. So when you see him, it's like, oh man, my dude, and he's fucking out of there. You know while you allow the Jean Grey, the Storm, the Beast, the Nightcrawler, or however hell if you want to do Mystique early on, however way you'll do that team. Let them breathe and then have like Wolverine play like an enhanced Kramer version, but not fucking like actual like comedy, just in terms of just coming in at the right time, saying what he got to do, doing what he got to do, getting out and letting that team breathe. And it kind of just Wolverine is kind of the thing that encompasses the team. He's not the team. He encompasses the team. Everybody is amazing and great because he's with them, not because he's away from them. So that's kind of what I would want to see for Wolverine there.
All right, let's wrap this up because it is getting late, and I can see
You
Prop.
gotta wrap it up, baby.
When Prop get quiet, bro, you already know where he Prop simmer down, bro. He be like, yeah.
Hey, I get it, y'all. It's 10 o'clock for me. I know it's tomorrow for y'all.
It's 1 o'clock. Anyway, man,
here, bro.
It's 1 a.m. Thanks everybody out there for hanging with us, man. Great show. Damn, I didn't even know we were 2 hours and 30 minutes in, but definitely a great show. Benny, what you got going on, bro?
Just looking forward to X-Men on Wednesday. We got Odyssey
on Thursday. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Odyssey and IMAX on Thursday.
IMAX on Thursday.
For that. So looking forward to that. Catching up on a bunch of reading, some more stuff on the way. That's about it, man. Happy to be
here. Yeah. I heard Prop makes a special appearance in Odyssey, bro. Prop is Propdicius, bro.
Propdicius.
Propwisius?
Propwisius, bro.
Yeah. Hey, they cut the scene, man, because they were tripping because I'm black.
So he doesn't belong there. Not in my mythological setting.
Yo,
or Athens or
oh yeah.
I know there's a nigga with 4 legs right beside him, but he's black.
He's from Athens, Georgia.
I'm from Athens.
Yo, that's too funny. Prop, what you got going on, bro?
Nothing, man. Got a couple of box openers I posted, man. Go check it out, man. Get them numbers up, man. You know, it's all about the suits, bro. I got suits that I work for too, man. I need them numbers up.
Yeah,
but that's it, bro. Man, I'm as he said it, I gotta make sure there's some Odyssey tickets. I didn't realize it was coming out Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the tickets.
Yeah, bro.
The family's gonna be mad, dude. The whole family think they know.
Popcorn bucket,
bro. But yeah, man. No, that's it, man. Dog, catching up on old movies, man. Looking forward to rewatching the Jurassic Parks. Dude, that's it. Catching up on the Warriors. Jedi Kid told me about I think Jay might have told me the whole ending, but I had missed the last season when, remember, it got canceled and came back.
What?
So I'm finishing up that last season now.
Warrior?
The Bruce Lee joint.
Yeah. It's fire.
Yeah. I was about to say, they got a show on the Warriors.
I watched the first 2 seasons, but remember it had got canceled and came back. I never watched that last.
Yeah, it came back. Yeah,
that final season. So I'm knocking it out now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta check
so far so dope. 3 more episodes.
Yeah,
but that's it, baby. Glad to be here.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Jay, what's going on with you, bro? New crib?
Nah, tomorrow, taking my second to work in the morning, man. She's a nurse, man. She started her first day today.
Yeah.
Congratulations, bro. Tell her I said.
Yeah, congrats, man. Definitely tell her I said congrats, Zillow.
She a little lady, man. She's working at a hospital now, mental health. So I drop her off in the morning, and that's it, man. Come back home and stuff at the house, and that's it.
Yeah, Zillow. Yeah, bro.
No, ain't no Zillow going on. I'm really done with that. I can't believe it. I have not had on my phone now for like.
I know it's like crack on you right now, ain't it, bro?
Wow, bro. I took myself off the mailing list and everything, so it's been a while. I'm good. I got no more on my arm, man.
He said, "I'm good. I'm better now."
Yes, yes, I am.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being there.
Yeah.
Blue, what's going on with you, bro?
Man. As always, brother, it's always fun and a pleasure to be here with my friends and my brothers here on the panel. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you guys know the whole spiel, the whole rotation. So Monday, you're with us here with Comic Book Talk with Friends. And Wednesday, hopefully Howard will be kind to us this week, and we'll see some things kind of split off, even though we got a couple things going up for pre-order today from Blitzway. So maybe we'll be talking about that stuff as well. And of course, Summer Madness continues over on Figure Flex Friday. So if you are viewing this and you are a part of the group, get your behind on over there. Make sure you go ahead and submit, because we have some amazing giveaways coming up at the end of the summer once our contest ends. So please make sure you're making the submissions. All different types of themes there for your photography needs. But outside of that, personally for me, let's see. Yeah. That's where we're all at. But yeah, personally for me, just continuing on, just collecting, man, just making sure I'm just paying attention to pre-orders and things that's coming in, and luckily it hasn't been anything like back to back or anything like that. I've been able to just
it's
kind
been
of
slow. It's definitely
been able to, like, oh, there's some stuff I wanted to get here or there, so going back and getting Thing and bringing in Chewy over the last 15 days were really cool unboxing. So yeah, if anybody wants that the C3PO to go on that Negro back, let me know. I'm trying to get rid of that. Let me know. I did post it on Mercari and eBay as well. I'm trying to see what I can get for
so
it.
you really getting rid of C3PO, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I already have C3PO from the Attack of the Clones, so I'm like, that's a very unique looking C3PO. So that's the one I'm just gonna have as my my representation of him in my collection. But other than that, man, just gonna be trying to take some pictures of a couple things coming in, or some things I already have in, switching up the displays. So nothing too big, but other than that, just continuously just trying to find whatever is attached to Spider-Man Brand New Day, whether it's pizza or any type of products that I actually enjoy. I will definitely check those out. So the Weberoni at Little Caesars is not too bad at all. I do want to say this. My last thing, you are fucking out of your mind if you are not reading Doom Quest.
Yeah.
Please go fucking pick that up. Put it on your pull list today. If you love the Fantastic Four, or you love Doom and you like the Fantastic Four, or you love the Fantastic Four and you like Doom, and you also like history, this is the perfect, I mean almost perfect package for you. Ryan North is doing the writing. I'm blanking on the artist. It is amazing art. The covers are amazing. They take a nice inspiration from different time periods that Doom is being sent to or falling through. So it's a really good adventure. It's not necessarily something we haven't heard before, or seen or read before, but the way that it's packaged and the art is just so fantastic. So please make sure you get the first 2 issues. I think the third one is coming out in August or September. Go check that out. Also, get on the pull list for ASM 1000. Make sure you get your fucking variants, because they're going to be impossible to get after that week. So Alex Ross, Garcian, Bagley, JSC, get whoever you love your art, get those in, because they're going to be super hard to get.
Yo, all of them cats, man. Hey, y'all, I gotta head out, man. Love y'all to death, man. Keep our heads up.
Peace out, bro. Peace out, bro. We heading out anyway, man. Thank y'all for being here, bro. Another successful show. Tune in next week, same time, same channel, man. We'll be back. Conversations full. We out. Love y'all. Peace. Have a good